Hello. Yellow, yellow. Was my chat always this big? What the hell? There we go. Hello, hello. How are you all doing? Ta-da. I come from the days where TikTok songs still got called Nightcore. Ah. Ah. Hello, hello. Hope you all are holding up okay. It is a Tuesday somehow. She's live. I've been live for the past 10 minutes. She just called us fat. Okay, I didn't say that, okay? I did not say that. I was not referring to your all size. I was referring to the chat box. It's Friday somewhere. Yeah, in a different reality, maybe. It's Tuesday, my dudes. Pop out the whiskey. Yeah, I think it's a little bit too early for whiskey in a week. Guys, did you know? Did you know that after how many weeks? I have my freaking Nurglings minis, right? I've had them for a month now and I still haven't painted them. And I was going to. I was actually going to. But I couldn't find plastic cement because you guys were like, Sal, you should get plastic cement. Okay. It's okay. I ordered some instead. I'll get to it. Classic pile of shame. It's one pile of shame. It's one box, okay? It's one box. Is that a pile of shame yet? It's not, right? Right? I have a bigger pile of shame, which is my Gunplas. That's my pile of shame, okay? It's a start. Yeah. I had a half bottle of Baileys last night. Ooh, nice. I'm jealous. The gun pile. Yeah. Oh well. Don't feel bad. I haven't painted nor assembled my Primaris Intercessor squad for 3 years now. I believe in you, okay? You can do it. You can do it. It always starts with just one pile. I promise it's not going to be a pile, okay? I will paint it. I actually went to like a store in the weekend trying to find plastic cement. They ran out. They ran out of them and I was like, what the hell? And I was looking for maybe like a replacement. Maybe there's like a different brand because they had the Tamiya ones, right? But that was the only brand they had at the store. And then there was only super glue. And I remember you guys saying, don't do it, Cell. Don't do it. And I think super glue is probably messier. I have so many figures still just in a box. Okay, well, I feel like you're a compulsive buyer though, Rin. At least you don't have to paint Goompass. That's true. Instead of painting, you have to put eeny, miny, mo stickers on the stupid little plastic things. Superglue would end up looking worse. Really? Don't expose me now. Well, okay, sorry. Hi, Philgrim. Hello. As if you don't expose yourself on a daily basis. Okay, that sounds bad without context. Superglue's too messy. Yeah, I can imagine if you like press the two parts to each other, that some of the glue will like go zoop and go to the side. No, I would assume that's kind of annoying. I've had half-painted minis on the table for a few weeks now. It happened. How long does it take for them to dry? Do you guys think I can like finish the painting in like one session, or would it have to be like in 2 sessions? I was thinking about that the other day. In public? I know. Minutes? Oh, okay. Okay. Really, minutes? Depends how much of a perfectionist you are. Well, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Just say they're nerdlings working on a silent movie and leave them gray. No, I don't want to leave them gray. I don't want to leave them gray. They're gonna get color, whether they like it or not. Depends on how much you want to do at a time. I think I'm probably gonna be a slow painter. Knowing myself. Oil-based takes longer. I don't think mine are oil-based. I've like army painter paints. Does it say? Wear protective gloves. Oh. Oh. What? Oh? I have to wear protective gloves to use these paints? Wait, what? I got a 6,000 point army and only 3,500 has been built. How many miniatures are there? Is that, sorry? I'm here to learn watch you learn about Bobby G, canonically nicknamed the Avenging Bean Counter. Bean Counter? Nicknamed by by that psychotic Batman butcher of Conrad Kurz. Bean Counter? Most likely not. AP does acrylic? I didn't know you needed like gloves or acrylic paint. I mean, I've never done that as a child. It's well advised? Oh. Oh, okay. Always wear protection, guys. He does a lot of Excel. They had Excel back there. If it's acrylic paint, it should be fine without gloves. Yeah, I've never used gloves for acrylic. The greatest Primarch. Did you misspell Jagad Khan in the title? No, the video that I'm going to watch is literally called The Greatest Primarch. I mean, Roboute? Guilliman? The Greatest Primarch. We're gonna watch like Pancreas' video, maybe like some other videos too. I saw like a lot of Guilliman videos, and I wasn't quite sure which one to pick, but I decided, no, we've watched Pancreas before. I think he's pretty cool, so we're just gonna keep watching that. It's just hard to get up sometimes. Oh, okay. I've never used gloves for standard painting using Citadel, Army Paint, and Vallejo. Vallejo? Vallejo? I don't know. I always read that as like a Spanish word. She said wrong? I mean, how am I supposed to pronounce the name? Roboute, Guilliman. Lionel Johnson and Sanguinius is my favorite Primarchs. Also means my favorite Space Marines are Ultramarines, Dark Angels, and Blood Angels. Ooh. Is Lionel Johnson another popular Primarch? Because I feel like I see his name a lot too. It is a Spanish company. Oh, okay. Vallejo. Vallejo it is. I prefer the Remembracer. There we go. For Lord, but Pancreas is also great. The robot is the master of logistics. And one of the most amazing adopted parents. Why he's not that crazy. He has parents? I mean, adopted parents? Or is he an adopted parent? I mean, an adoptive parent. No one ever says it's right? Okay, then I will just call him whatever. I wear gloves with oil paints because the oils can permeate through your skin. Oh. I've never used oil paints. And you can get minor toxicity poisoning from the pigments and solvents. Acrylics are unable to penetrate the skin. Oh, okay. Today I learned. Lion is the first Primarch. The very first one. Amber King is hands down the best for character-driven Primarch lore. I feel like when I was looking at videos I feel like the Primarch videos tend to be on the longer side in general, no? Let's see, Roboute, Guilliman, lore. Yeah, they tend to be kind of longish. Not that that's a problem. Also, I saw some people watching like Astartes anonymous videos. How do you guys feel about that one? Is it Gucci? Oh, Astartes anonymous. There we go. I can relate with the Ultramarines because I got hit with some ultra depression mode. Roboute got amazing adopted parents. Oh. Once again, having normal parents helps with, you know, with being a balanced person. A decent childhood? I can't believe it. A decent parent? Decent childhood? In this economy? Since Primarchs have so much lore around them to go for, there's just more content. Does the same go for like Alpharius? I consistently use my hands as a makeshift palette when painting. Oh, your hands must be very colorful at the end then. They are good, they move in the same circle as Pancreas and another few content creators. Oh, okay. Nobody says Roboute name right because it's a running joke to say his name wrong. Okay, I will just do the same then. For a Primarch childhood, it's like what, 3 to 4 years. Oh, they grow that fast? No, not Alpharius. Oh my god, okay. Did someone call? No! I mean, yes! Hi, Alpharius. Guilliman is one of the most relatable Primarchs because he loses a lot and always gets up and never quits, and he does better while other Primarchs are really good at winning. So he's like a shonen anime protagonist. Kinda. Alpharius has a lot of lore with Omegon, but half of it is nice by Alpharius. But that's kind of funny. Roboto Gululu man. Gululi man, yes. It works for all weird names, like how we call Rabo? Peter Turbo. Okay, I like Peter Turbo though. Rabo. That's another name I keep seeing. Guilliman and Rogal Dorn probably had the best childhoods. Nou, meteen de competition, okay? Guilliman monologue after he was revived? Oh. I mean, to be a good painter, you need to be one with the paint. That's why you test the paint on your skin and drink paint water. I was about to say, like, oh, do you eat paint then? But please don't. Guys, please do not eat the paint or drink the paint. Okay? Please do not. Okay, you didn't hear it here. Primarchs are designed to grow faster than humans, plus they learn and absorb information much faster too. Yeah, because they're superhumans, basically. But it says food safe. Does it really? No, there's no way. There's no way it says food safe, right? At least on this one, it doesn't say. I think. Are you trying to joke? Are you trying to make fun of me? I may have wrote that on, but it still says okay. You potato. Taco Bell or Panda? Which should I get? They're the only 2 open. Are you in the mood for anything in particular? I have neither. I have neither here. But I would say Taco Bell? Taco Bell? Is Panda Express even good? There's food grade paints. Okay, but that's like a completely different story. You don't use those to paint your minis, do you? They're practically demigods. Because Big E is basically a demigod, right? Just a little irritating. Okay, well, Rin, do not give people the okay to drink it, okay? Alright? G-Man has the problem of being the top dog among his allies and having enemies that always bully him. He literally is an underdog when he finds an opponent that can 1v1 him. Ooh. Sorry, my audio's a little weird sounding right now. My audio mixer's being a potato. One moment. Or interface. Give me a moment. Okay, I said Taco Bell because someone mentioned Taco Bell. Can I get one Baja Blast freeze with Doritos, Locos, tacos, and nacho fries? Okay, we have like a couple stores in the Netherlands, a couple Taco Bell stores. But whenever I like walk past one, I look inside and it looks really disappointing, especially the menu. Okay, I'm like, I feel like I can get better for this price. I mentioned Taco Bell and I ordered it. Congrats, what's your order? Hi, sorry, missed no tip. Don't apologize. There's no need to apologize. It is disappointing. Yeah, I kind of had that assumption. I can't do Taco Bell. I feel like I'll explode in the bathroom. What about non-Taco Bell tacos? My order is 66. Which is... There we go. I always thought it was a meme though, the Taco Bell restroom thing. Is it actually that bad? It's a Star Wars reference. Oh. You know, I'm one of those people that haven't actually finished watching Star Wars. After years and years. I mean, we watched like the first Star Wars movie last year. I had never touched it before. Mostly because I somehow missed out on all the movies as a kid. One cannot finish watching Star Wars. Yeah, I'll get back to it. I'll get back to it. Someone needs to fire this Taco Bell. I'm not a Taco Bell worker. I am not a Taco Bell worker, okay? Guilliman and the can are very similar in their childhoods. They basically revenge their loving fathers. Aww. Taco Bell meat contains oatmeal, lots of fiber. Oh, okay, I see. I understand. I understand the problem now. I just realized your model has glasses. I put glasses on today, yes. It is kind of like subtle though. They kind of like blend away. Look. There we go. You're gonna watch the Astartes Anonymous video? I was gonna go watch the Pancreas video. Hello, Belravan. Or Belravan? Those glasses could use some gold trim. No. I have like a silver theme going on, okay? No gold. She's also blind AF. Shut up, okay? Shut up. I'm not blind AF. I'm just a little blind. No, my eyes are like minus 2.5, something like that. Chat, recommend me a webtoon. What kind of webtoon we talking about? Do you want like slop or non-slop? Do you want slice of life? Do you want isekai stuff? Tower climbing? Dungeoneering? How many fingers do I have? 0. Non-stop romance. Oh god. I'm sorry, I haven't read any in that genre for a bit. Right now I almost exclusively read like slop because it's easy to it's easy to consume and I don't have to use my brain. She's blind, chat. I held up one. Okay, but I can't see anything you guys are holding up, alright? Reincarnation or something? Oh. Oh. Okay, well, I'm opening my library. Give me a moment. Reincarnation. Reincarnation. Do I have any that are romance? I feel like a lot of them kind of dodge the romance tag, though. We appreciate you even if you have 4 eyes. That's not how you speak to your streamer, okay? What the hell? I read SSS Suicide Hunter, Absolute Peak. I'll check the others. Ooh. I was gonna say Suicide Hunter, but I guess that one is out of the question. It's not romance, but how do you feel about like villainous type of stories? Or is that a little bit too much? How many fingers am I holding up? 3. Going to bootcamp soon. Oh my god. I hope you can like chill a little bit until then. We're learning about the guy who ran and hid when Curse landed on this planet. I have no idea. I don't know anything about Sir Roboute. Nothing is too much. I am starving for a good webtoon. Oh. Ooh. Ah. I mean, have you read like Pick Me Up? Infinite Gacha? Not really romancy, but I liked reading it. It's edgy. You play Yu-Gi-Oh? Is that what you're asking, Yu-Gi-Oh? Actually, not really. Not really. I actually don't remember the rules or how to play Yu-Gi-Oh. And there's like a bazillion, I don't know, they added like so many things, like synchro summon, blah blah blah. I'm like, I don't even know at this point. What the hell are webtoons? Oh, you know what a manga is, right? It's like a manga, but, you know, online and usually in vertical formats. And, I guess a lot of them tend to be like Korean too, I guess. Yeah. Does anyone remember the rules? I don't know. I mean, have you seen like the descriptions on the freaking cards too? Those are like mini novels. I summon Pot of Greed, which allows me to draw 3 additional cards. I mean, technically, I'm a bit of a blue-eyed white dragon. Kinda. Ta-da! There's my tail. Considering my color scheme. What Guilliman video are we watching? We're gonna watch Pancreas' video first. Link Synchro XYZ Fusion Ritual. Yes! Thumbs up. Yeah, exactly. What are you saying? I remember watching the anime, having no idea what any of them were talking about. Same. They had some funny scenes, though. Chapter 1 is good. It's definitely a good recommendation for people that like the more gritty, edgy genre of things. You know, when you want to suffer, you read that. Maybe Meant to Be's also go to the webtoon. Ooh, I don't know that one. I'll look it up. Art style speak to. Have you seen the Pokemon vs. Yu-Gi-Oh! Death Battle? I don't think so. I don't think so. That reminds me, I made a mock Yu-Gi-Oh! Card. For every line in the card's description above 5 lines, the opponent takes 500 damage, 500 points of direct damage. Is that gonna be like triggering a lot then? Groot Gorilla Man is great. I love how you spelled that. Okay. Who do we go to sacrifice to get the blue-eyed ultimate dragon version of you? Maybe chat? Maybe chat. How about that? Yeah, chat. I got into manga when I started reading Berserk. Berserk! At 13. Oh, you poor sweet summer child. You love Roboute Guilliman? I feel like he's a bit of a controversial character, no? A lot of people seem to like him, but then I see like others also being like very Guilliman. Good morning, I just got up and I'm making some breakfast at the moment. Good morning. I hope you have a nice brekkie. I got into anime when I was watching Elven Lied when I was 13. Oh, I don't know which one is worse, to be honest. Berserk or Elven Lied. They are both pretty bad for younglings, no? I bought it in a physical manga shop. Well, it had a 18 plus on it. What a rebel, you crazy. He's only controversial because people refuse to acknowledge his superiority. There we go, English art. Well, I guess we'll find out. I don't know anything about him, except that he's blue, is blonde, and the Primarch of the Ultramarines. He's the first one, and apparently he has very nice adopted parents. Or whatever. Guilliman is cool, but I hate that Ultramarines are always propped up over every other legion. Yeah, the Mary Sue thingamajig of the Ultramarines, right? That's what people have been saying. The Games Workshop really turned them into Mary Sue's or something like that. G-Man is for the people that see a battle and say, why the rush? Like we have to think about things and smell like flowers. I mean, I love flowers. He's really good at tax too. Okay, that's important though. That's important. He can do my taxes if he is as good as you guys are making him out to be. He's controversial because he is just too much of a logistic. How do you pronounce that in English? Logistixian? What the hell? Okay, I don't know. I give up. Everyone is just quite the edgelord when it comes to action. Like he's in the back lines too much, or he's just sitting around doing administrative work instead of like punching stuff. Logistician. What the? Logistician? Oh, wait, no. Google Translate, help me. Google Translate. Logic. Okay.
Logistician.
Logistician. Is that it? Is that it?
Logistician.
Logistician. Okay. All right. G-Man is controversies because it's just the poster boys of GW instead of the other legions and Primarchs. Guilliman has a good character, but he doesn't have the fun quirks of his brothers. Oh, so he's too boring. Is that it, maybe? That's it? Okay. Nothing special, but he's covered in so much gold armor that he ruins other people's stories. Oh. Logistician, yes. Guilliman is a hella talented player of Gastotional games? What the hell? How do you pronounce that word? I don't know how to pronounce any of these words. Not me with my English as a second language ass here. I have a favorite Primarch, but I do not know what he looks like. Is it like Alvarius or whatever? Just get better at English. Hey, I'm trying, okay? I feel like I've gotten better at English ever since I started streaming. Mostly like speaking English out loud. English is a terrible language, I know. But you know what else is a terrible language? Dutch. And that's my native language. Your accent is better than mine, I'm quite sure. What? No. Just be good at English. Yeah, I'll just be good at English though. English is my main. I have never liked it. Too many rules and rules contradicting rules. I hate all the little exceptions. You know what is cool? Spanish. We have the fancy N. Yes. What do you call that N with the little waving? I tried learning Spanish at one point, but then I was like, oh, I'm good, I think. No hablo español. Or something like that. Okay. Look at those fancy freaking Scandinavian letters. I'm thinking of learning Spanish. Ooh. Greatest Primarch. That's what the video is called. Since you're Dutch, why did they give Pat and Matt a dub in the Dutch version? It's so uncanny. Who the hell is Pat and Matt? Who the heck is that? Is it true you all wear wooden shoes? We don't. I mean, they are a thing, wooden clogs and all. Maybe they... I don't think people... I think they're more as a decoration now. Why did we give every show a Dutch dub? Why do we give a Dutch dub to every movie? Except for the anime movies. They also do that with German movies. Or in Germany with movies. And in France, right? So he could be giving compliments to her in Spanish and she wouldn't know. Well, I don't see you guys giving me any compliments at all, okay? Dutch Pokemon was so painful. Oh, I didn't mind Dutch Pokemon. Do you guys have bagpipes? That's the wrong country. That's the wrong country. You're looking for our neighbors across the pond, across the sea. Hermosa Señorita. Isn't that what the hell's Hermosa? Isn't that pretty? You're blind, that's a compliment? Oh, okay. That's not a compliment, okay? Me being blind is not a compliment. Oh. Yes, modal is absoluut hartstikke du Max Guti videos. That's not German, is it? Herzig? Is that German? Cel es una cuatro ojos y encima. What the fuck are you saying? What does that mean? Schweiz? Oh, Swiss? What does that mean, Rin? I'm gonna translate that one because I feel like that's a freaking insult. You're short and what? What the hell? What the hell? What the hell? They say Dutch sounds close to English, but I don't hear it. I don't hear it either. I think Dutch doesn't sound like English at all. Although when I look at words, like on paper or in text form, I can see some similarities at times. But it's much closer to German than it is English. It's deserved. Shut up. My ex convinced me to take 4 years of Latin in university. So as much as it was a fun that language, it's still dead. It's useful if you go into like the medical fields, I guess. We can say nice things to you. You think we insult you? Okay, but I was right. I was right about Rin insulting me though. Dutch doesn't sound nowhere near to English. Ja. Ik kan een beetje in Nederlands gaan praten. Maar ik vind het helemaal niet als Engels klinken. En Nederlands is best wel cringe. Cringe. Dutch sounds like you're casting a spell. No, it does not. It does not sound like I'm casting a spell. Warhammer game stream. I wanna do one. I was thinking of like, wait, which Space Marine game was it? Let me look it up real quick. Warhammer Space Marine. I think it was like Space Marine 2 that had the co-op campaign, right? I want to play either that one or Vermintide. Although that's not 40k. Mein Gott, die niederländische Sprache ist furchtbar könnten wir nicht einfach auf English wechseln oder so? Sorry, no, we cannot. I am in law and used a lot, but it's mostly single words or phrases, so it isn't a necessity to learn. It's just to be bougie, to be fancy. Hearing Dutch and German is so weird as they have similar words in Norwegian. Yeah. There's a lot of overlap, huh? Ik kan verstaan als jij Nederlands praat. Ooh. Are you like Vlaams? Or Afrikaans? Or something else? Was Niederländisch ist genial, klingt wie ein Westsofener, der Berndeutsch spricht. What else Berndeutsch? Vermintide 2 as well, but that's fancy. Darktide is 40k. Oh. Well, which one would you guys say I should play first? Name one thing Dutch is known for. Tulips? Cheese? Some painters, I guess? The webtoon you recommend is actually peak. Yeah, it's really cool. Canals, I guess. Okay, I always say this a lot. But did you know, the Dutch painter, Van Gogh, we don't pronounce it as Van Gogh, okay? In the Dutch language, we would pronounce his name as Van Gogh, okay? With a guttural noise. Van Gogh. Also, you know the cheese Gouda? We say Gouda, not Gouda. I hate it when people say Gouda. It sounds so silly. It's not Gouda, it's Gouda. But I always get made fun of on stream for explaining this. I'm going to add to the counter. Yeah, just add to my 100 plus Gouda counter. But that's freedom language. Shut up, shut up. Don't touch my clocks by OCT. No, I have not. Berndeutsch is their dialect than man in Thailand des Kanton Bern spricht. Oh, okay. Interesting. That sounds way worse. I'm saying Gouda. Yeah, say Gouda, not Gouda. I knew you would agree with me. So Gouda, yeah. We say correctly in Bulgaria because of literal translations. Proud of you, proud of you. I've been to Amsterdam, that was fun. I think Amsterdam is kind of whatever. It's, but I guess that's the case for a lot of capital cities. It's not very... It's very different from the rest of the country. Very touristy. It didn't react yet because the thing is turned off. Same in Afrikaans. Oh. Cheese is cheese. That's true. That's true. Aren't you also known for being hella fucking tall? That's true. Dutch people are pretty tall. They are pretty tall. I think they were like among the tallest in the world. Something like that. No one's disagreeing. Oh, no, you're just being shy. You're just being shy. I know, I get it. It's a Viking gene. I don't think the Dutch have any Viking genes. I envy your tall people. Well, I'm not among those tall people. Although, I am like average. I'm average height. Have you ever heard of the American cheese caves? They all got cheese caves? They all got cheese caves? I envy tall people since I'm Korean/Asian. I'm Asian too. I'm like 171 centimeters. Which is pretty tall for an Asian lady. But like average in the Netherlands. The only small Dutch I know is Max Verstappen. For women, they are tallest together with a Latvian woman. Oh, I didn't know that. You sound like an elder being elitist because I was talking about cheese? Because I was talking about the Dutch language, I was being elitist? I would never, okay. I would never. You're Asian? I am Asian. You're a few inches taller than me. I mean, that's still like pretty... Is that like average height for an Asian? I mean, Asian man, maybe? You're fine. You're fine. I'm gonna just go by passport now and call myself 196 centimeters tall. Maybe I should like chop your knees a little bit. You understand that he's one of the... I don't know shit about Guilliman. I'm just gonna watch a video and learn about him. I'm 5'9". Can you like translate that to non-freedom units? What is 5'9"? How much is that? What centimeter in freedom units? Good question. Good question. I don't know. I don't know. I think it was like 5'6". My height in inches or feet, whatever. Moshi. Hi, Joey. Hello. 170 is 5'6". Okay, I remembered correctly then. 1 inch is 254 centimeters. I'm 5'4". I'm a short king. We stand short kings, okay? Like 180, okay. That's a bit taller. You need to divide by 2.5. Oh, what? 1/3 set at 2.5 speed, but got here later. Welcome to my favorite Primarch, and who I want to be as a dad and sensei martial arts father. Oh, yeah, this base. Guilliman isn't the strongest, but that isn't his point. Is he that much of an exemplary human being? That's very, very cute. Oh, what the hell? Wait, that's what you meant with the 1 out of 3. I was like, oh, he's like at 1/3 of the stream. When he trains, he becomes horrifying. He is the greatest because he is the most human. He might not have suffered the most, but he just realistically doesn't play the Peanut Olympics. He just walks forward and tries his best. Oh, oh. Sounds like a good man. So far, at least. Did I join out a good time, or should I come back later? Oh, we're yapping. Hi, Fire Spitter. Hello. Hello. Hi, Knight. Hello. Thank you. Hehe. Others suffered more, but they never grew up from it. Others suffered less and never shut up about it. And it just gets a grow up brother moment. Oh, so they need to get therapy? It's okay, it's okay. It's a rough world out there. Thank you, Harry. Thank you. Appreciate it. He also has a bit of a temper like most people. Isn't that like normal in that universe, I would assume? Hey, if I lived in that world, in that universe, I would probably be angry at the whole time as well. Stressed out, angry. Maybe not mean, but still. Guilliman also thinks about the regular humans and humanity, like if they have food and water, that sort of thing. Is that why you need spreadsheets? So you can calculate all that stuff. Thank you, Eva. One moment. There we go. Ultramarines are basically Kane times 10. But they're not as, they don't have like that look, right? Not the Kane look, the imposter syndrome. Did you play Space Marine 2? No, not yet. I want to play it. G-Man's temper clouds his decisions at times, and he takes unnecessary risks to boost morale, as his Custodes card would tell you. Oh, unnecessary risk, as in he places himself in the battle? That type of thing? Oh my god, I almost knocked over my tea. Let me grab my video, just to get it ready. There we go. Let me put it up here. Ta-da! Alright. Primarch temper tantrums creates apocalypse. Look at the Horus heresy and everything it came from. Daddy issues. Was it just Horus having a temper tantrum? Was the whole Horus heresy just a temper tantrum? I know he had daddy issues, but... Guilliman wanted to retire and become a farmer. That's cute, though. Bum, bum, bum. Guilliman and the Corvus Primarch of the 19th Legion did a combat training in Corvus Font, but he said if the training kept winning, then G-Man would have, since he's smarter. Oh. Yes? Oh. No? Technically? Oh. Should also watch a summary of the first Space Marine game. Is it that important to do that first before going to Space Marine 2? This entire setting is a temper tantrum. Everyone's having a collective temper tantrum. Makes the second one much better with all the context. I mean, is the first one a long game? For the memes? Yes, actually, no. The Primarchs being spread through the galaxy was a temper tantrum as well. Was it? Oh wait, yeah, someone did that, right? They yeeted the children away. They were like, no, Big E. This setting needs a therapist. I agree. I agree. They need a family therapist, but I feel like there's no therapist in the world that could solve all of that. I think. We're all just grown toddlers throwing a tantrum. Such is life. Erda or Argo, depending on who you believe. Who's Erda? Erda. Pain Olympics. And the more you list as they brag, the more it is clear they lie. People lie? People lie in my Warhammer 40k universe? The Primarch's mom. Is that their mom? That being said, the original temper tantrum, the forever altered universe or galaxy goes to the Necrons difference is they are justified. Yeah, they did kind of get screwed over hard. Basically, everyone complains about their life in the Warhammer 40k universe. They all suffered in the end. Era mom of the Primarchs. Oh. Era was one of the Emperor's friends who was also an immortal human. Were they like a mom? Like genetically? Or like their biological mom? Or was it like a, you know, a mom figure? A mother figure? Because they didn't like get created the normal way. Right? You can watch the Russian Badgers video on it. Such a classic. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Makes it also rather entertaining to watch. Ooh, okay. Angron is the only one who's justified with his betrayal. Poor Angron. Yeah, I feel bad for him still. An adoptive mother figure. Oh, okay, like that. Like that. Let's see. Let me see if we can get this video ready. One moment. Let me click on this. Oh wait, I need to move this one more moment. Moving. And moving. Full screen. There we go. You probably need to fix the audio though, but that's okay. Lovely day for a day. How are you doing, game dome guy? There we go. Era was a little more involved than just an adopted figure. Ooh, like raising them? I mean, after they got back home. Let's see. Let me increase this one. And then, okay, I'm just gonna check the audio real quick. I hear nothing. Okay, one moment. It's probably muted. Beep boop, beep boop.
For better, you have the Blood
Okay, now we
Raven's
can hear
heroism
it.
in the face of constant treachery and hardship, as well as rampant kleptomania. Or the Lamenter's unflinching resolve in spite of the universe
Is this
doing its
quiet?
best to
Is
step
this
on
too
them at
quiet?
every given opportunity.
I think it
For
might be
worse, you
okay.
have the Blood Angels, who, while quite noble
Volume-wise.
and cultured, have a tendency to devolve into rage monsters every now and then. Or the Space Wolves in general. The Viking
Yeah, just
Larpers are
a
worse
little
in
bit
every
on my
regard. There
end.
is
It's good. Mods, what do you think? A bit
There are
quiet?
many chapters of Space Marines in the Warhammer 40k
Bit too loud?
galaxy.
Oh,
Each
you
of them
guys
is
are
unique in
very
their own way, for better or
you
worse.
guys are contradictory. Good. Good IMO. Okay, I'll just leave it like this because I see like I think it's probably fine. It was too quiet, up the volume. Okay, let me pause to check a little bit. Not a volume argument. It's always like this. It's always like this. But if the majority is like fine with it, then it's okay. Just leave it. Yeah, I will leave it. Warhammer lore is constantly contradictory, so that's why chat is like this, huh? Okay, let me eat my tail because that's gonna get in the way. But the silence offends Slanesh. It's okay, Slanesh. It's okay. There we go. What are we doing? We are gonna watch a video on Roboute Guilliman. That's the plan for today. We're gonna watch Pancreas's video. Did I miss it? No. We're about to start. Hello. Get around. There we go. I think I have everything ready. Okay. I'm just fiddling with my mic for a moment. All right. Do I do an intro? I could try, but I'll probably be very, very awkward. All right. Yes. God, I hate intros. I have a bias that I like Blueberry Man out of the Primarch the most because I have an anger similar to him. Oh, you potato. Okay, guys, say hello to your fellow YouTube peoples. Say hello. Do it right now. Wait, no, the chat isn't even showing here, is it? Ta-da! There we go. Is this too much chat? Let me do this. Say hello, or else. Hi YouTube, hello. Today we're gonna learn more about everyone's maybe favorite Primarch, Guilliman, or Blueberry Man, as I've been told. Hello, horse. If I see your horse, he would never be here. Okay, save it. What do you need to be saved from? Huh? What do you need to be saved from? Are you implying something? Are you implying something? Huh? I don't know anything about Guilliman himself, except that his name is very annoying to pronounce. But everyone mispronounces his name, so it's all AK. We're gonna be watching Pancreas's video, so let's go. Get ready, get comfy right now, or else. We are stuck in Celsius's basement. Who the hell's that? Papa Smurf, yes, Papa Smurf, the Blueberry Man, Bobby G. All right, let's go.
For better, you have the Blood Raven's heroism in the face.
Apparently, I was not starting at the start. Let's go. Take 3.
There are many chapters of Space Marines in the Warhammer 40k galaxy. Each of them is unique in their own way, for better or worse. For better, you have the Blood Raven's heroism in the face of constant treachery and hardship, as well as rampant kleptomania. Or the
Who's
Lamenter's
this?
unflinching
He's
resolve
gone.
in spite of the universe doing its best to step on them at every given opportunity. For worse, you have the Blood Angels, who, while quite noble and cultured, have a tendency to devolve into rage monsters every now and then.
Poor
Or the
things.
Space Wolves in general. The Viking LARPers are worse in every regard, there is no better. But everything needs a default, something to look at and recognize as being the average, the standard metric by which all others are compared to. And
The
as far as
Ultramarines.
Space Marines go, this would be the Ultramarines. Not excelling at anything but good at everything, they're more or less the golden standard of the Adeptus Astartes. This has gotten them the reputation as Mary Sue's, which, to be fair, at least in the older days of Warhammer, was more than well deserved. I would say nowadays that it's waned away, though it will never fully be gone, both due to the past intense favoritism, and because some people are always going to complain that their favorite faction isn't the poster boy of the setting, so obviously the one that is just the worst thing ever. And Mary Sue tendencies aside, all Space Marines come from a source, their Primarch, the father of the Legion. And while the Ultramarines may in many ways be the average Space Marine, the vanilla ice cream of the Adeptus Astartes, I propose that their Primarch is anything but. Roboute Guilliman is my favorite Primarch, and indeed the one I consider to be the greatest of them all. Well, I don't think it's controversial anymore to say that he's become a pretty cool guy, saying he's the best might raise some disagreements. But let me tell you,
I've noticed this. I've noticed this already. But he mentioned that the Ultramarines aren't Mary Sue-ish anymore nowadays. Did he like change the writing a little bit then? They still never lose any battle, but do they suffer losses in that battle despite winning? Maybe. Mid-wolves? What? Are the wolves that bad, the space wolves? They're all depressed? Okay, maybe that... They changed the writers. Oh, okay. Okay. So now they're just depressed. Oh, poor things. They just have people coping for them. They certainly suffer. I mean, isn't everyone suffering, really? Grandpa Smurf is sitting in front of the TV, controlling the remote control. How dare he? How dare he?
his story, and hopefully you too will see why Roboute Guilty Spark truly is the
Guilty
brightest of
Spark?
the Emperor's sons.
With the Emperor's foremost son as Lord Commander of the Imperium, a new hope stirs.
What is this from?
Roboute Guilliman is the Primarch of the Ultramarines chapter / Legion of Space Marines, and was the 8th one found by the Emperor of Mankind. Before that, though, it's of importance to note that he was one of the only Primarchs to land on a world that wasn't a complete shithole. Macragge was more or less ancient Rome mixed with ancient Greece with better technology. It even had limited spacefaring capabilities despite the Age of Strife making such things all but impossible for most other worlds. Now, oftentimes it wasn't exactly a nice place to live. They had the attitude of Spartans towards having children. If they're weak, off the cliff they go. If they aren't, it's time for military training at the ripe old age of 6. But, you know, compared to planets like Chemos or Nuceria, I'd take a bit of child soldiering any day of the week. Builds character, as well as grip strength when you have to fight your bunkmate to the death for the last scrap of roast boar. At least the continental crust of the planet was made of cardboard like it was on Vulcan's homeworld. Guilliman was found by Connor Guilliman as a baby, who was an influential ruler and all-around swell guy who pushed...
Connor Guilliman. Oh, that's why. Oh, that's his adopted parent. Oh, I see. Wait, were other Primarchs adopted by someone? Are they? Did they? The cutscene is from Gothic Armada 2. Oh, okay. They're very sad nowadays. They all think about the Space Roman Empire. Did it explode like that one planet? Most of them, Conrad didn't have a family. Oh, poor thing. Some Primarchs raised themselves via murdering everything they found. Yeah, I guess if they land on a really shitty planet, they would have to do that, huh? Some of them had adopted parents, but they were ass. Oh, poor things. But then Guilliman had it probably the best then, out of all of them.
towards meritocratic reforms and generally making things nicer for everyone. Unlike any other Primarch, however, he also had a mom. Technically only Connor's seneschal, which is a fancy way of saying secretary in medieval speak, Tarasha Utin would help raise Roboute into the man he would become alongside Connor, and indeed, when faced with problems, Guilliman would frequently think on her advice on how to handle the matter. Must have been one hell of a smarty pants if the son of a god was willing to bow to her advice on matters. As for Connor, however, he was a man trying to push for societal reform in a civilization that was essentially ancient Rome in space. If you aren't sure why that's a bad sign for Connor's future, do some reading on the Gracchus brothers to see how the ancient Romans viewed societal reform. And sure enough, while Roboute was away on campaign against a people known as the Illyrians, because sometimes Games Workshop doesn't even try to hide their historical inspirations, Connor was slain by a treacherous ally who was sick of all this talk of equality, fair governance, and not holding the position of emperor for the highest bidder. Guilliman lived at least, so that's something. As for Roboute, he had originally planned to murder his father's killer stone dead, and had the chance to do so, but there's a few things you gotta know about the man. One, during his campaign against the Illyrians, Guilliman came to realize that many of them were willing to surrender, and therefore he came to accept that diplomacy was just as valid a tactic as the Doom Guy school of negotiating. Two, Guilliman had always been intelligent. He was given command over the Illyrian campaign at the age of 12, after all, and with his massive brain power, he realized that if he killed Galen...
Okay, wait. You guys said that the Primarchs grow up faster than others. When he was 12, was he basically like an adult already, or not yet? Most had adoptive parents. Mortarian's adopted dad was even a Xenos. Oh, okay. Yes, okay, I see. So he was an adult, basically. Oh, okay.
His father's murderer, he would set a precedent for the future, and so he deferred to the Senate for Galen's fate. This shows that Guilliman not only is able to keep control of himself in most situations, most importantly, he's able to look towards the future when he decides upon a course of action. And you'd best believe I'll be coming back to that personality trait later in the video. As for Galen, the Senate decided that he would be ceremonially beheaded on a fancy rock, both another historical allusion to Rome and something that would become standard practice amongst the Ultramarines if they found any traitors in their ranks.
Beheading?
Guilliman himself had won the Senate over to his side and pushed his father's dream into fruition, turning Macragge into a realm where you need to earn your place in life, not simply be born into it. When he was found by the Emperor, Guilliman had been ruling for 5 years and Macragge had turned into quite the little empire. Having annexed several systems purely through diplomatic means, it was on its way to acquiring many more. This would become the basis for the realm of Ultramar as we know it in modern 40k. Once Guilliman was put in command of his Ultramarines, the 13th Legion and the one whose gene seed was derived from none other than himself, he went to work throughout the Great Crusade in a way that no other Primarch managed to equal. Using his brilliant mind, and perhaps most importantly, his willingness to actually talk to people, he achieved the highest number of compliant worlds among all the Primarchs. Though, to be fair, some other Primarchs had more military victories than he did. For all you fans of Primarchs like Leman Russ or Angron, take note. You get a lot more shit done when your first contact protocol is saying hello. It's also possible that upon seeing his immaculate jawline, many planets willingly join the Imperium for...
Imagine communicating. When Big E came to pick him up, did he like just yoink him like Angron, or did he have like time? Did Guilliman have like time to sort his affairs in the freaking place he grew up in and was basically ruling over? Just a little thought I had. He's a Primarch. At 12, he was already 6 feet and still growing. Damn. How tall do they get anyway? You'll see. Oh, okay. Alright. I guess we'll see. Big E came down and was pretty happy. He completely complied to the Emperor. 9.5 feet. Oh my god, okay. That's humongous. They get huge, apparently. How much is that in non-freedom units? 9.5 feet. Big E was super impressed by Bob G. It does sound pretty impressive. Hello. Come, sit down. Sit down. Vulcan is 4.5 meters. Oh, okay, so in that general direction then. Okay.
No other reason than that. Can't say I blame him. I mean, you could cut diamonds with this man's chin. On the topic of other Primarchs, unlike many of them, he had a damn fine head on his shoulders. Though, to be fair, he still had his flaws. He ensured that planets he brought to compliance were turned into model worlds for the Imperium, or at the very least that the taxes arrived on time and they had a standing army. That
Oh,
way,
the
things wouldn't just
taxes.
melt the moment the Ultramarines left the system. It wasn't
Oh,
like Angron,
okay.
where planets would surrender in fear of the World Eaters showing up and then be butchered anyways. Nor
Ah.
was he like some of the other loyalist legions such as the Space Wolves, whose barbarity, while at least in part a cultivated appearance, didn't exactly paint the Imperium in the best of lights. He was more than willing to listen to the counsel of others, though at times he was arrogant and thought his way was certainly the best way unless shown otherwise. For instance, Alfigon was not much of a fan of Guilliman due to his dislike of the tactics Omegarius most favored, believing them to be rather dishonorable. To be entirely fair to Guilliman, targeting civilian populations isn't exactly the nicest thing to do, but it did get results as far as the Great Crusade was concerned. And it was Corvus Corax who taught him many lessons about how irregular tactics and use of understrength units could still carry the day, which was something Guilliman, with his Romanesque mindset of ranked formations and the like, had trouble adapting to. Nevertheless, despite any dislike he may have held for his brother's tactics, he respected all of them for their abilities, even if he felt they weren't something he should incorporate. He even had
he's a
what
nice
he called
guy,
his dauntless
yeah.
few, brothers he felt that fighting alongside he could win any war there was to fight. They were Leman Russ, Ferrus Manus, Rogel Dorn, and Sanguinius. And with that bit about Corvus being said, while Guilliman may have had trouble coming up with novel ideas, once he found a way to incorporate something into his own tactics, he was going to find every conceivable way to improve and expand upon them. Basically, you can wrong-foot him once, but the next time you try and use the same trick, he's going to put you in the dirt. Corvus
He's
even
learning.
admitted he could never beat Guilliman in simulations from that point forward. He might win a battle, but never the war. While many planets under his jurisdiction were still hellholes even after his restructuring of things, which funnily enough includes Nuceria, I propose there's reasons for this. For instance, in the specific case of Nuceria, I think it's likely he avoided dicking around with it because it was Angron's home, and while Guilliman was technically in charge of it, he probably didn't want to piss off his brother by screwing around with his home planet.
Oh, he
Not
was
that
in charge
Angron
of his
probably would have
planet.
given two shits, but what are you gonna do about that? The other reason some planets weren't brought up to snuff 100% was that the Primarchs were required to maintain a certain tempo to their conquests in the Great Crusade, and properly restructuring every planet to turn into a new Macrog likely would have required time Guilliman simply wasn't allowed to have. That's largely just me theory crafting though, so don't take that as the word of God, that's the reason for it. And even beyond not being able to fix every planet up proper, Guilliman still has a few black marks on his record. While he wasn't involved in the destruction of the
Wait, did he say that he fixed Angron's planet a little bit, or did he just like mostly leave it alone after basically taking it over? Wasn't like a functional planet at that point. Basically, he was so good at governing that he was actually conquering planets at a faster rate than the Emperor. Ooh. In theory, he actually probably would have overtaken the Emperor's empire in theory by just being a better Emperor and governor to an empire. But Big E, though. Big E. That's the big balls. He left it alone because he didn't want to anger a rage monster like Angron. Not even like fix it a little bit or like help them stabilize the planet a little bit. He did involve himself and accidentally made sure he got brain damage from the butcher's nails. What? What? Oh. Damn. He felt really bad for Angron. Me too. God damn it.
11th and 2nd Legions, Guilliman almost certainly benefited from absorbing their numbers into his own, which likely helped him bring as many worlds into the Imperium as he did. He was also one of the Primarchs, the other being Rogel Dorn, who came up with the idea that the memory of what the two missing ones did should be removed from the minds of the rest of the Primarchs, showing that if nothing else, Guilliman is above a little bit of Cloak and Dagger 1984 style. His most colossal fuck-up, however, is likely the time he helped the Emperor turn up the heat on the capital of Lorgar's world Monarchia by a few thousand degrees. When the Emperor came down on Lorgar for spreading the word that Big E was a god, he
Is that Lorgar? This feller here? He has a very long face. Oh my god. Hi, Confused. Hello. I'm not a cat. He pitied Angron. That is Lorgar? Oh, okay. Big E did not want to be the leader forever. As soon as nothing could destroy humanity, he would retire, letting humans rule themselves, but Horus did this thing first. Oh, okay, so he was never planning on staying there forever. Okay. Is Photoshop? Shut up.
chose the Ultramarines and Guilliman to help him burn it down. Humiliated and forced to kneel before his creator and his brother, Lorgar would come to resent Guilliman and the Emperor, planting the seeds of the Horus heresy.
No.
Guilliman didn't hesitate in the slightest to do what the Emperor asked of him, but privately felt discomfort over it and felt that it had irreparably damaged relations between the two legions. Yeah, I don't think you need to be a genius savant to figure that one out, G-Man. Going forth, we enter the tremendous fun times of the Horus heresy. In Guilliman's case, he was initially in the dark about Horus's treachery, and when Horus ordered Guilliman to embark on a good old-fashioned orc cleanse alongside the word-bearers, he was happy to oblige. He felt it was a good opportunity to begin mending relations between the two legions as well as himself and Lorgar. Unfortunately, it was too little 40 years too late, and Lorgar had become corrupted by chaos by this point. On the planet of Kalth, what was intended to be a casual orc genocide turned into a bloodbath as the word-bearers turned on them and began decimating the Ultramarines. Nearly half the legion was destroyed, and Guilliman himself was vented out into the vacuum of space without a helmet. For most people, this would have understandably guaranteed their death. Guilliman decided that breathable atmosphere was for pussies and began punching word-bearers so hard their heads exploded. After that, Corphaeron stabbed the Primarch with a chaos-corrupted blade, much like Horus was, in order to turn him to the traitor side as well. Guilliman's response was to punch Corphaeron so hard his heart briefly stopped.
Wait, a corrupted blade? Like a corrupts people you stab with it? Lorgar fell to chaos before Horus? Oh. Emperor burned Lorgar's plans for worshipping him, and he told Guilliman to burn it, but Guilliman thought it was a bad idea. Oh boy. He had plans for humanity after the Crusade, but a funny little guy named Erebus happened. Like, who the hell is Erebus? I feel like they never, properly explain who Erebus is yet, so far, on any videos that I've watched. He always gets mentioned, but I'm like, I still don't really know who he is. Except that he's a little piece of The corruption all started with the world bearers. Oh. Pilgrim didn't just become evil, he was given a demon sword that corrupted him. Okay. Do you think without that demon sword he would not have fallen to chaos? Erebus was the first chaplain and a little weasel. Oh. Like the first chaplain of the Ultramarines? Or is that specifically for a specific legion? That's how Horus got corrupted. A blade which was cursed to kill whoever it stabbed. A guy stabbed Horus with it and Horus turned? Oh. Oh. So it was never by choice. Oh, that's crazy. Erebus was responsible for the Horus heresy. Is he the one that stabbed him? Hard to say Pilgrim would have fallen without the demon blade. He looted from a Slanesh temple. The Emperor's children had problems even before that. Yeah. It was by choice, but he was influenced by chaos shenanigans. Oh, it was by choice. It was by choice? With or without the blade? It took 4 chaos gods to corrupt Horus by wounding him first. Okay. Huh? It's Erebus' fault. Okay. I'll just take y'all's word for it. It was Erebus' fault that Horus got corrupted by a sword. Horus was already having a nervous breakdown before the blade. Make no mistake, you will lead my empire one day. Wasn't an assurance on this planet, but a demand. You can't lead a crusade without. Oh. Horus had doubts, but Erebus corrupted him and pushed him over the edge. Okay, I see. I get it. Yeah, I'm confused a little bit, but I'm starting to get it. I'm starting to get it. Okay. Poor thing. Damn it. They could have been one sort of happy family, kinda. With family therapy, of course. Era's family therapy.
Word-bearers were driven off as, despite their sudden betrayal, giving Guilliman any amount of time to breathe and form strategy means you've already lost the battle. Things after this don't get any better for Guilliman, however. Lorgar and Angron raised merry hell in the realm of Ultramar with their forces, and as Guilliman was chasing them around, a blanket of warp storms cut him off from the rest of the galaxy.
Oh.
He decided that if he couldn't confirm the Imperium was still standing, he would act on the assumption that it had fallen and it was up to him to carry on its ideals. Thus, he created the Imperium Secundus, both to carry on the Imperium's torch and to round off the Roman Empire Empire references with his very own Byzantine Empire. Macragge is even the perfect little Constantinople. Of course, what happens here could be a video all on its own, but I'm trying to keep the focus on Guilliman.
You didn't go home
So
then?
to sum it up, he fought Angron and Lorgar while the former was being turned into a demon by the latter. Conrad Kurz ran wild across Macragge for a while and even reached his adopted mother, who was completely unfazed by his bullshit. The Lion and Sanguinius showed up, they all argued a bit about what to do from this point going forward,
Sunny.
and then when Guilliman realized that the Imperium was in fact still a thing and Terra was under siege, he dropped the entire Byzantium business and helped the Blood Angels so they could reach Terra. While he never participated in the siege himself, he would do his best to head there with utmost speed. Indeed, the Ultramarines and Dark Angels gunning it for Terra to relieve it was part of the reason the siege played out the way it did. After Big E was killed and Horus killed even harder, Guilliman would help things going forward in the Imperium. He of course participated in the Scouring, the driving off of all remaining traitor Astartes to the Eye of Terror, and Games Workshop's next big project to avoid doing any work on the old world. He also penned the Codex Astartes, which divided all the legions into chapters as we know them now. Not all of his brothers were a fan of this, but eventually he got his way. One day he came into contact with Fulgrim, and as the two fought, Fulgrim nearly cut off his damn head. Fulgrim's sword was also poisoned, because of course it was. Locked away into stasis so that he could never truly die, for 10,000 years his body was held in public display Lenin style, and eventually where he lay would become a site of holy pilgrimage. During this time, the Imperium would become what we know it as today.
Wait, I feel like sorry, I need to like wind back a little bit.
For 10,000, he came into contact with the old world. He also penned the Codex Astartes, which divided all the legions into chapters as we know them now. Not all of his brothers were a fan of this, but eventually he got his way. One day he came into contact with Fulgrim, and as the two fought, Fulgrim nearly cut off his damn head. Fulgrim's sword was also poisoned, because of course it was.
Is that the
Locked away into
corrupted
stasis so that he could never truly die, for 10,000 years his body was held in public display Lenin style, and eventually where he lay would become a site of holy pilgrimage. During this time, the Imperium would become what we know it as today. The worst place you could ever possibly live. It was rumored that even in stasis as he was slowly but surely healing from his grievous wounds. But even with this, there he lay for millennia, comatose and doing nothing as the Imperium fell apart around him. And then 10,000 years later, Belisarius Cawl and the Eldar fashioned him a fancy new suit of armor. Yvraine kissed his boo-boo so they would be all better, and he woke up. As he awoke, he realized he had a
They put him into an armor. Was it because his body was kind of messed up by then? Did they actually fix all the poison and all that stuff? Whatever. Fulgrim stabbed Guilliman in the neck with a poison dagger, and Guilliman went into a coma for 10k years. Damn. It was by choice, but Horus gave himself excuses, as it was easy that way to submit to evil/temptation. What the hell, man? Sorry. God damn it. There are many corrupt and poison blades in the 40k. Oh, it was a life support armor. Right now he's okay without the armor. The armor basically healed him, but it was actually an Eldar god. An Eldar god? Oh, okay. Ah.
armor, Yvraine kissed his boo-boo so they would be all better, and he woke up. As he awoke, he realized he had a problem in the form of a horde of Chaos Space Marines surrounding him, quaking in fear and about to do their damnedest to make sure he was killed properly this time. In one corner, we have hundreds of chaotically enhanced super soldiers, blessed by the gods themselves, some of whom have no doubt been fighting for over 10,000 years and may even remember when Guilliman was...
What is that? Sorry. Look at this. That's a cool looking feller. Eldar helped them by using their magic. The Eldar helped them. Like, I would assume the not crazy Eldars? Chaos Sorcerer, this thing? Ooh. The Eldar decided to keep Guilliman around because if the Imperium falls, the Eldar are fucked. The Eldar have the greatest interest in keeping the Imperium alive. Because if the Imperium dies, the Eldar die with them. Because... Chaos? Chaos.
Put in his coffin. In the other corner, we have someone who just woke up from the world's longest power nap, was probably a bit dazed and confused on account of sleeping off the world's most poisonous hangover, and didn't even have a damn weapon in his hand. The Chaos Marines never stood a chance, because apparently when Guilliman was asleep, he did nothing but dream of One Punch Man for 10,000 years straight. He stood up, assessed the situation, and repeated his stunt on Calth by punching people to death until they eventually stopped showing up. This time he didn't have to contend with the lack of atmosphere, so you can be damn sure he was hitting even harder now that he could actually breathe. breathe. To once again speedrun his accomplishments, Fulgrim tried to tempt him into the service of chaos, which, come on man, stop trying to do that to Guilliman, it isn't gonna work. After it failed, Fulgrim said he'd never find satisfaction from anything ever again, which if anything just ensures he's immune to Slaaneshi corruption. Yet another common Fulgrim L. Nurgle tried to tempt him into staying on Ultramar by infecting the realm with a disease that could only be cured by being admitted to Guilliman's presence, but Guilliman saw that in the grand scheme of things, he could save more lives by getting out and doing stuff, so that didn't work either. He headed for Terra, but was kidnapped by Cairo's Fateweaver, who bound him in chains made of Guilliman's repressed emotions. Don't think about that too much. Scarbrand decided to try and break Guilliman out so he could kill him himself, because all the Chaos Gods just want to get on the party, apparently. And the Harlequins led Cypher to him to help him break free with his head still attached in exchange for being allowed to see the Big E. He also cut off
All the Chaos Gods were after him then. Okay, poor thing. He can't take a break. He just woke up from his long-ass nap. It's so boring, Chaos doesn't get to win anything anymore. That's the Mary Soonas you guys are talking about, I assume? It was Ephraim? Chosen priestess of Iniats? The newborn elder god of death, prophesied to kill Slaanesh. Oh, I haven't heard about that god. Interesting. The Imperium is a meat shield for Eldar. A very convenient meat shield.
Scarbrand's head during all of this, which is always a cool thing to see because Khorne demons can go back to the hell they crawled out of. He reached Terra via the Webway with Eldar help, only for, surprise, Magnus and the Thousand Suns to have followed them, and now it's time for a battle on the surface of the moon. Magnus nearly had him dead to rights, and then the Custodes and Sisters of Silence showed up, and Magnus got shunted back to the warp. He had Cypher arrested once he saw the sword that was on his back, which turned out not to work at all because it's Cypher. The man's more elusive than a politician being asked to give a straight answer. He talked to the Big E, started reading Lorgar's original holy book dedicated to him, and concluded that while Lorgar probably had a few things right, the Emperor is not a god worth worshipping. He immediately began restructuring the Imperium, as he rightly found it to be an incredible shithole. And when the High Lord staged a coup on Terra against him, which as an aside is astoundingly treacherous and moronic, Guilliman put his justice plan skills to the test and counter-couped them and killed everyone, really. That's how that story ends. With any traitors now dealt with, he launched the Indominus Crusade to keep the Imperium from fully shattering in the wake of the Great Rift. Something I'd really like to emphasize is how Guilliman managed to orchestrate something almost equal in scale to the Great Crusade all by himself in a shorter time span. Goes to show how far up his own ass the Emperor's head is, if you had any doubts about that. The Plague Wars happened, where Mortarion and Nurgle decided they'd quite like to take a chunk of Ultramar for themselves, and Guilliman once again found himself squaring off against a demon Primarch. Mortarion stabbed him with a needle filled with some super disease, the titular Godblight of the novel Godblight, and it killed Guilliman for real this time. Then the Emperor possessed Guilliman's corpse, told Mortarion that he was an asshole but could still be saved, and lit Nurgle's garden on fire before resurrecting the Blueberry Wonder. You might say that's plot armor to the highest degree. To that, I say that every single demon of chaos, as well as at least a few traitor marines, have the ability to resurrect themselves as well. It's not plot armor, it's evening the score. This is just the first time the Emperor has ever decided to actually get off his psychic ass and do something other than act as the galaxy's biggest.
Big E can just revive people then? From the dead? Oh, okay. So Guilliman died, but this time for realsies. But Big E was like, nuh-uh. Warp magic from Big E. So while he was a skelly boy on his throne, he was like, I will intervene this time. Like that? He's done it a few times? Oh, really? Big E still has psychic power. Apparently he can do that from a great distance. I mean, he is like sitting on that golden toilet. Basically a warp god. Now he can revive people, bless them with powers. Basically a Manuel god type shit. Damn. But he doesn't actually come into action that often then. Celestine is a good example of the Emperor reviving someone. Oh, Big E did that. Oh, this stuff's been happening with the sisters for a while. The reviving? Straight up using Roboute as a sock puppet. Big E consumed millions, I think, to revive Bobby G. Wasn't he already like eating a lot of whatever people every day? Oh god. The four gods can do it whenever. Emperor's just slowly waking up. He's waking up? He's waking up, the Emperor? Really? There's a theory that Big E turned into the 5th Chaos God because of all the people worshipping him. Huh. Okay. Emperor basically possessed and resurrected Guilliman from millions of light years away. In Trilogy, Big E possessed a little girl who was able to purify Nurgle corruption on the planet. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. All right, Big E. I see how it is. But whenever he does that, he consumes a lot of energy or souls, I guess, people. Mm-hmm. With the fall of Cadia and the opening of the Eye of Terror, the Emperor's ability to influence events was greatly increased. Oh. As the boundary between the warp and the materium had weakened. Oh. So despite, shit happening and shit being kind of bad, that was an unexpected positive that came out of that then. Okay. All right. The materium is reality. Thank you. Big E had his mind shattered after his fight with Horus, and the fall of Cadia woke up Big E. His mind got shattered? I thought he was like half dead. Comatose. Basically. Sort of, but not really. Big E is confusing. So he has to take a lot of time to focus his power to do something because of the mind shattering. Okay. Oh, okay. I see. Oh, okay. Okay. That does sound like a god to me then.
Lighthouse. As for a few miscellaneous things about him in the 42nd millennium, as I said, he's been reading the Lectitio Divinitatus and coming around to the idea that the Ecclesiarchy and Lorgar may be onto something. Though as I also said, he certainly doesn't think the Emperor is a god worth worshipping given how big of an ass he is. He came to that conclusion after talking to the man, by the way. A space marine that was in his presence was so awed by him that he found he couldn't speak, and as peasants he decided to go down to the workshop and cut out his own tongue. He's been having a hell of a time keeping the Imperium together, and has been more than happy to do things previously unthinkable, such as work with the Eldar and even pay lip service to the Emperor's divinity. He outright told an Imperial priest that he considers the entire Ecclesiarchy the lesser of many evils, but he's smart enough to know that it's one of the only things keeping the Imperium together. He's also apparently been developing a goddamn harem between Nervain and a rogue trader who calls him Roboute. How cute. Sleeping with him would probably be like trying to fit a semi-truck through a door frame, but you can't blame a girl for shooting a shot now, can you? Now, before we move on, I want to tell you why Roboute Guilliman is the best Primarch out of all of them. Do keep in mind that these are, of course, all my humble opinions, because when you say something is the best, it's always going to be subjective unless you're talking about something purely numbers-based. This next bit will probably be the most serious I've ever been in a video, because sometimes even I can find it in myself to have actual opinions on something without needing to punctuate it with a joke. Roboute Guilliman, for all his faults, all the times he could be cold and distant from others, actually cares about those under him. A quality that at any point in the Imperium is a rarity amongst the top leaders. While his strategic viewing of things means he's often detached from those around him, he will never put men to their deaths unless he firmly believes that is the only course of action that will win the day. He cares for those under his command, superhuman warrior or not, and indeed to this day tries to imagine what his foster mother would do in a situation such was the value he could place on the word of mere mortals. He is at heart a good man, even if only by the standards of 40k, and while other Primarchs could also be said to be decent people, few of them put it into practice like Guilliman did. It's one thing to lament you left a planet in shambles, it's another thing to nut up and actually fix the thing. He's also quite possibly the only Primarch capable of even remotely bringing the Imperium back from the brink. War is well and good, and in 40k you need to be capable of doing some fisticuffs to get anywhere in life, but only being good at war is something that only Khornate demons can get away with, and Guilliman is the ultimate statesman bar none. Not even the Emperor himself can compare, in my opinion. You need to keep people fed and supplied, you need to make sure industrial centers are kept up and running, you need to make sure supply chains are kept up and running so the people doing all the fighting can keep doing all the fighting. Guilliman knows all this. He knows this and knows how to optimize it so that everything is actually run well. Places he administers
Optimize it? Like a Factorial player. Basically. Little side note, this is kind of off topic, but I started playing Arknight's Enfield, and you have to like build a factory in there, and I'm terrible at it. I was running out of stuff, I was running out of power. I think Guilliman would be good at that. I am not. Guilliman is better than I am. He wins with logistics? Damn. He deals all the boring stuff then.
succeed because they actually perform well, not because they have infinite amounts of bodies that throw at the problem and eventually will drown the problem out in corpses. Guilliman is perhaps the only Primarch capable of seeing the Imperium from its worst enemy, itself. He's also one of the Primarchs who consider the ideals of the Imperium more important than the Emperor. In fact, he never considered the Emperor his father, only his creator. Quite frankly, he didn't like the Emperor, always holding it against him how he was forced to raise Monarchia to the ground.
Do any of the Primarchs actually like Big E? I feel like they don't, right? I feel like they all agree that Big E is kind of poopy. Some do. Really? Oh, really? Logistics wins or loses wars. Sanguinius. Okay, but he's dead. He's kind of dead. Lorgar used to. Yeah, it's complicated mostly. Sangi Lion tolerated him. Le Mans liked him. Dorn did. Oh, more than I was expecting. Horus, look how that turned out for him. Oh, man. Even the Imperium fans don't like Big E. He's a really bad dad. Like a horrible, horrific father. They have complicated feelings. Basically, an abusive parent-child relationship. Yeah. Like, sometimes they sort of still care for them, but it's still messed up. The relationship is still really, really messed up. Magnus probably had the closest relationship, but then he ruined it. Dang it. Dang it, Magnus. Every other Primarch Psalm is either another tyrant or an ambitious fool. Or both. Emperor represents the worst and the best of humanity. In all honesty, most of them liked him, but not as that. More like a boss. Horus did. Emperor only loves Horus as a son and equal. Problem is he didn't hate the brothers Emperor. Oh, the brothers hated Emperor. So when they said that Horus was Big E's favorite son, they really meant it. Thing about the Emperor is that he is a walking, talking universal translator, but instead of just language, he translates himself to fit the perfection that people he speaks with want to see for themselves. So you're saying that he just kind of like changes based on what people want? Kind of, or, he does whatever looks the best? Kind of. Big E didn't see them as sons, only tools. He outright says this to Malkador. Except for Horus, then. Maybe. He was the favorite. Damn. Alright, Big E. I see how it is.
Even if only in private. As far as Roboute cared, his father was Connor Guilliman, but he knew that while it certainly had flaws, the ideal of a united mankind is one to strive for in this mess of a galaxy, and he genuinely believed that he was one of the best suited to do this while commanding the best legion around. You can call it arrogance, but I don't think it came from a place of, I'm better just because I am. He could certainly be arrogant, but he genuinely felt he was the best man for the job in many cases. And while this won him many enemies amongst his brothers, he rarely if ever held it against them. In fact, Guilliman also possesses a quality almost no one in this godforsaken setting does, the ability to admit when he's wrong. When he was introduced to tactics he never considered or even knew of and was proven why they were effective, he would immediately implement them into his own. He might need to beat it into his head a couple of times, but eventually he will come around. And when shown that what he is doing is objectively wrong, such as when it was revealed that the Imperium Secundus was unnecessary, he immediately cancelled the whole thing and gunned it for Terra with all speed once Sanguinius made it through the trader blockade around Macragge. Despite his occasional arrogance, he has humility, or at least the common sense to admit when he's wrong. Guilliman also, and this to my knowledge is quite unique amongst the Primarchs, also looks toward—
What the hell's that? What is this? Prophet of Truviux? Very weird. What is this? What race is this? The Primarch's mother is a woman named Erda. We talked about him before this video. Halo? Oh, it's okay. So it's not a Warhammer thing. Okay, I see.
towards the future in a way that goes beyond just trying to make things better in the now. Rather than whine about the past and be blinded by the present, he plans ahead. When Rogaldorn was busy banging his head against a brick wall because Pertarapo politely asked him to, when Leman Russ was busy drowning his sorrows in Space Marine grade alcohol, Guilliman acted knowing that just because the bad guys were gone didn't mean everything was good to go now. While Malkador is responsible for setting up much of the bureaucracy the Imperium has now, it was Guilliman who helped ensure it could run at peak efficiency. And while the Imperium today is an utter waste of lives and resources, it says something about Guilliman's abilities that even after 10,000 years it's still running at all, even if only barely. As for the Codex Astartes, you can argue that it was a waste of using the Space Marines as a combative force, that they should have been kept together as legions to beat things to death with. That argument has merit, but even if you think he was entirely in the wrong with reorganizing the remaining Marines, you can't deny he was actually thinking ahead when he did so. He was
That's a lot of different Space Marines. Like a lot. Are these like all the chapters, legions? What is this one? This white blue one. Pancreas has a bunch of Halo vs Warhammer 40k videos. Oh, chapters? Aha. How many are there total? The Emperor really loved Horus as a father and a son. The others objects. Horus viewed brothers as brothers. The most mistreated were the traitors. Oh. When the Khan was talking to Magnus basically told him that everything was predetermined and Big E had a big part to play in it. Thousands. Oh, thousands. Over 1,000. Oh, damn, all right. Legions are what the chapters stem from. I didn't know there were that many. But it varies. Oh. I also recommend his Halo Hammer videos. I don't know anything about Halo, though. I've never played a Halo game. They suffer from low numbers. Oh, they're just like little groups then. Okay. You should react to the Khan talking to Magnus. You would love it. I feel like I would need to know a bit more about the Khan first and Magnus before I can like properly enjoy it. You know what I mean? Each chapter can only have 1,000 Marines, each more, no less. According to the Codex Astartes. Oh, okay. So 1,000 max. Guilliman divided the Legion chapters to avoid something like Horus having too many of them in power. So he's trying to like split the power or people. It's ironic that as of now he's leading the Imperium, so now he retains control to almost all. Maybe that's what he was going for. Halo fell off. I'm sorry. I didn't grow up with like the Xbox. I grew up with Nintendo. So I never touched any of the Halo stuff. I'm sorry. I know. How could I? The Khan is peak. Better learn about him first.
trying to prevent something like the Horus Heresy from ever happening again. He was using his goddamn brain and trying to make things easier for the future. Maybe you think he succeeded, maybe you think he's an idiot, but he did something to prepare for the future, rather than either wallow in the past or stew in the present. And yeah, I get that it's understandable that the Primarchs weren't thinking ahead like the Oracle of Delphi or some shit. If someone stabbed one of my parents, I probably wouldn't be in the best state of mind either. But
Yeah,
Guilliman did his best
yeah.
to rise above and plan, flawed though his approach might or might not have been. And the reason I think he's the best beyond all others is this. Guilliman, unlike any other Primarch, failed while he was on his home planet. Or rather, he believes that he failed and had to come to terms with the fact that the world does not revolve around him, that he is not all-powerful, and that with few exceptional circumstances, he and he alone is responsible for his own actions.
He failed? It didn't sound like he failed though. What? Gotta head out. Bye bye. Thank you for being here. Some of the successor chapters are very interesting. They can go from Ultramarines in different color to a super cool original way to ride Space Marines. Oh. The Siege of Terra lore. Some of the best stuff in the setting IMO. Is that during the Horus Heresy? Right? He think he failed because his father got killed without him noticing something was wrong. Oh, okay. No, I thought he was talking about like when he was in his home planet, like where he grew up in the Roman Empire. Is that not what he meant? Did I misinterpret that?
And like I affirms with the fact that the world does not rise above and plan, flawed those approach might or might not have been. And the reason I think he's the best beyond all others is this. Guilliman, unlike any other Primarch, failed while he was on his home planet. Or rather,
Oh, did he mean Terra? He failed because Connor died, then he failed because Big E died, since he didn't arrive in time. Oh, okay. Oh, so survivors killed twice. Ah. Uh-huh. Nice glasses, thank you. Aha, okay. So both his dads died. Oh, that's kind of tragic.
he believes that he failed and had to come to terms with the fact that the world does not revolve around him, that he is not all-powerful, and that with few exceptional circumstances, he and he alone is responsible for his own actions. And like I said, in my eyes, that makes him better than any other Primarch. He watched his father die in his arms and he held himself accountable for not being able to save him. He had to come to terms with the fact that he was not good enough to prevent this tragedy, and grew as a person because of this. Most of the other Primarchs had no problem getting their way on their home planet, and this made it so that none of them had to come to realize what we all do. That shit can and will go wrong no matter how hard you try, and you just have to accept that in life. Even those that did fail found it easy to blame their failure on an outside source, the Emperor. Angron and Mortarion both resented the Emperor for coming in to save them at the last minute. They found him to be a convenient source to pin all their anger on, rather than look in at themselves. Guilliman never had this. He met the Emperor years after his father died. And in fact, I firmly believe that this makes Guilliman uniquely situated for being able to carry on the Imperium. Other Primarchs certainly had it worse than him. I mean, Conrad Kurz exited his capsule pod inside a pool.
Big E... Look, Guilliman never met Big E before? Horus also purposely put Big E and the Ultramarines far away from Earth because they had the most Space Marines before the heresy. Oh, some strategic shenanigans then. His real dad technically isn't dead. He's sort of dead, comatose, on the toilet forever. When he says his father died, he means Connor on the Rome planet. Yeah. I get it now. He met the Emperor long after his adopted father died. Oh. Angron went from one of my least favorite to a top 5 Primarch. I think he is very tragic, Angron. I don't hate him. I don't think I hate any Primarchs. Horus ordered the lying Sanguinius and Guilliman far away without them, knowing he was already corrupted. Because the rebellion would have been over in 1 month if they were there. Okay. His dad as in his adopted father. Yeah. When the Emperor found Guilliman already had 500 worlds under his rule. Damn, that's crazy. He was delayed by warp storms. It took 5 years before he got to Macrach? Is that how you say it? Oh.
Of magma, for God's sake. But Guilliman is perhaps the only one who early on had to come to terms with the fact that the universe can just shit on you. And thus I firmly believe that he's not only incorruptible, but will carry on fighting as long as he can without ever succumbing to despair. Before we end the video, how about a do or don't for using Guilliman? I gave Nagash one after all, and I guess technically Gotrek as well, even though it was like a minute long because he's Gotrek goddamn Gurnison. I should state that this will be for 40k and not 30k because I do not care for the Horus Heresy. For lore positives, Guilliman is the man in charge of the Imperium, so if you want the ultimate personification of a commander leading from the front, you can't do any better than him. If you like Space Marines, well, he's the father of about 50% of all the Loyalist chapters in the galaxy, since Ultramarine Gene Seed is the most commonly used, so it's hard to do better than him in that case. If you like the Imperium being about as close to lawful good as it can be, you'll also want to grab Guilliman. And if you like the idea of your soldiers being led by divinity, you can't do much better than one of God's sons. Also, badass bureaucrats, mostly an oxymoron in the real world, but very much in place here. Also, look at his model. I know GW has had problems with way over designing their models, see the Adeptus Mechanicus, but given that he's both the son of the Emperor and currently the only Loyalist Primarch available, I think it's fine here. Absolutely stunning, and his face isn't too derpy either. For tabletop positives, Guilliman hits like a truck. This is of course to be expected, being a Primarch and all. His ranged weapon can chew through weaker hordes and even lightly armored infantry with ease.
Unfortunately, I don't understand any of this.
Wounds off more heavily armored targets. Given that he also wields the Emperor's sword, he's pretty good in melee too. 6 attacks and at AP -4 and causing D3 mortal wounds on an unmodified wound roll of 6, it's gonna put the hurt on most targets. For more armored targets without an invulnerable save, he can also just punch the shit out of them with his massive power fist.
Oh wait, I can just
While only
pretend
being
this is
AP
D&D.
-3 compared to the sword's AP -4, it doubles his strength rating of 6 rather than only adding 2 like the sword does. He can also take a respectable amount of damage, rocking 9 wounds, a 2-up save, and a 3-up invulnerable save. Just ignore any Tau railguns and you should be fine for a while. Oh, and the first time he dies on a 4+, he comes back with D6 wounds. So you can kill him,
the
and if he rolls
resurrection.
well, he can come back almost at full health. That is one impressive middle finger to give your opponent. Of course, as I've hopefully driven across in this video, he's much more of a planner than a fighter, and that's why you really want him. He has to be your warlord if you pick him, and by doing so, you get an extra 3 command points to dick around with. So even if he somehow gets tabled turn 1, you get some guaranteed benefits out of this man. Now, get ready for all these buffs, because Guilliman hands them out like candy. Any units with the Imperium keyword,
buffs
not
people.
just Space Marines or Ultramarines, but the Imperium as a whole, can add 1 to advance and charge rolls within 12 inches of Guilliman, reroll hit rolls of
Guilliman.
1 within 12 inches of Garbanzo Man, and reroll morale tests within 12 inches of Gnome Man. On top of that, Ultramarines core and character units can reroll all hit rolls within 6 inches of him, and reroll wound rolls of 1 within 6 inches of him as well. Finally, Ultramarines infantry and biker units can heroically intervene within 6 inches of him. He is going to make sure your army is running at peak performance, and it has no choice in the matter. As for the lore downsides of using Guilliman, as the rule of the Imperium, he's not going to be participating in a battle if it isn't a major fight. He's got a galaxy-wide empire to run. He can't throw himself into every skirmish he comes across, so keep that in mind if you're a fan of smaller scale battles. Also, if you don't like Space Marines or Guilliman, you probably don't want to run Guilliman, the father of the Ultramarine Space Marine chapter. That should be obvious, but you never know. And of course, if Matt Ward is still giving you an Ultramarine hate boner after all these years, yeah, you're not gonna like Guilliman. Moving on to his tabletop downsides, there's a couple worth considering. You can't put him in a transport, so he's gonna have to foot
He's too
slog it
big.
across the table. At movement 8, this could be worse, but 8 inches isn't exactly breakneck speed, especially if you really want him to be somewhere specific. Also, unless I'm misreading something, I don't think he can deep strike either, so yeah, he's gotta just run it across the field the whole game. Honestly though, the worst thing about him isn't really anything with his stats or abilities, it's his point cost and properly using them. At 300 points, you're gonna be hard-pressed to fill out a proper army in smaller games if you include Guilliman. And in larger games, if he goes down, you just lost a massive point investment that was probably also a keystone of your army. Additionally,
He's just a walking buff then. He's one of them buffers. An expensive buffer, even. Bro's big enough to carry transport, but that would slow him down. Guilliman is that one player who has no DPS but brings all the important class buffs. Yeah, everyone wants him, okay? Everyone wants him in a raid group.
his auras all requiring him to be relatively close to models means that you can't just keep him in the backline all game and farm easy kills. He's got to get to the thick of things sooner or later, and while he's certainly no slouch in combat, other armies have far better beat sticks and for less points. For instance, the Avatar of Cain. Really shouldn't surprise you, that's who I'm bringing out to compare him to. Caney Boy clocks in at 280 points, 20 points cheaper than Roboute. While Cain doesn't buff his army nearly as well, he can one-shot Titans. If you put Guilliman in a fight with Cain, you are losing 300 points. You need to balance out risk and reward with the Primarch, because while he's tough, he isn't invincible. And it'll be real damn embarrassing if your ultimate victory plan turns to smoke because Guilliman tried to charge across a field at a pair of Chaos Knights unsupported. He's incredibly strong, but
Wait, what is an... Oh, Cain is an Eldar God of War. Oh, okay, not our Cain. Not Caiaphas Cain. Okay, I was like, what the hell's an Avatar of Cain? He has like a summon of himself? No, okay, I get it now, I get it. The other Cain. Cain, with a K. Good to kill the trash, but send him to the big enemy, big boy, and he will melt. He needs to stay in the back. The only time an Avatar of Cain wins against a Primarch. Because he hits like a wet noodle.
you shouldn't use him as a beat stick. He's a general who can hold his own, but at the end of the day, that's probably your best bet for using him, as a general who can hold his own, not as the end-all be-all combat monster. And that just about wraps up my talk on everyone's favorite Grandpa Smurf. I hope you will embrace Guilliman's superiority alongside me now, or at least look at him in a bit of a different light. Thank you, of course, to my channel members. You are the theoretical practical meme to my Roboute Guilliman. Theoretically, you think my content is worth something, and practically, you give me money to help me keep making content. If you'd like to support the channel, feel free to subscribe or become a member. Either way, thank you for watching and take care out there.
Thank you, Pancreas. Thank you. Wait, is there another after thing?
Yeah, I know it's an overplayed meme. I don't care. Eldar waifus are now canon. Suck my nuts. Give me...
Okay, but she looks cool. She looks cool. I will not support Blue Boy superiority. I didn't mind him. There I am. You were in that list? I don't mind him. I don't think I hate any character though, so yeah. But he does seem the most humane of all the Primarchs, along with maybe Sanguinius. But I don't know what Sanguinius is like aside from, his speech. I don't know what his personality was like normally, and if he does like similar stuff as Guilliman or not. Roboute's wife. This one? This one? And one of Factor's many patrons. Ooh. Polar Ultramarines having an Eldar as the stepmother. Oh. But she's one of the good ones, right? Not like the Slanesh ones. She's got an Eldar Knight bodyguard and a Lynx kitty. Ooh, cute. Vulcan is also humane. Oh, that's the salamander one, right? Unique has never been a descriptor of Guilliman. He's just a good man. He's like, I'm not gonna lie, he gave me anime protag vibes as well. Just like Kane. He goes through a shitty childhood. His parents died, which is like a staple among animes, right? Can you name like any shonen protagonist whose parents are alive and well, both of them? And then he's like, I want revenge. He learns, he grows, he has this training arc where he loses against someone, and then he learns from losing, takes it, and grows and becomes stronger. Yeah. And character development. She's a former Dark Eldar. Oh, okay. Oh, that's Evrain. Yeah. Or Ivrain. He's John Marine. He surely is John Marine. John. Who's John Warhammer then in the universe? The Emperor revived him after Mortarion used a Godkiller plague to kill him. Yeah, the cursed, or the poison thingamajig, right? Guilliman is a joke, and you will see why I love the man. Guilliman's joke? Oh, Guilliman's joke! Oh, sorry. Not is a joke. He voices the lines of 40k characters or any characters. There's this awesome video about Sanguinius addressing his legions. I'll have a looky. He's a pretty good guy. He's not without his faults though, and he has to play in the Imperium's dirty politics. I think it's kind of unavoidable in the 40k universe, no? Like, it's really hard to just be like completely good. Everything sucks. But yeah, overall, cool video. Cool dude. I get why people like him. I like him a lot because he has to deal with the hell that is the Imperium's paperwork and politics. The horror, the eternal bureaucrat. He's the only one who used the boring stuff in war that is needed and succeeds. The factorial player. The video of Sanguinius speaking to his legion is arguably even better than his speech at the Eternity Gate. Oh, okay. Or at least on par. Being a Drukhari is just an emo face. So, Iraine was a Drukhari, and then she got over it. She grew up. It truly was a face. Iraine is from Craftworld Biel-Tan, but she wandered around as a Corsair and then went to the Dark Eldar city. Oh, I want to learn more about the Eldars, honestly. Because they're so interesting. They're kind of messed up, I kind of like learning more about the messed up lore. Guilliman often gets so close to crashing out while talking to Emperor worshippers. I mean, that's a mood. Eldar girlfriend is a meme. Ivraine and Guilliman only had a polite conversation after reviving him. They were not in a relationship. Want to learn more about the elves that call you monkey? Sure, why not? Sure. I mean, I'm not a monkey, I'm a dragon. She was an emo goth, but then found God and became a devout goth. Oh, okay. Oh, I have some ideas for what I want to watch next. Let me go back to the. Let me go back to. Ba-dang. And let me put some music on while we yappy. And there we go. Let me click this away. And then we go here. What was the name of the video guys just told me to watch from what was his name? DVQO or you? One of the two. Hopefully this isn't too loud. Oh, it's a little too quiet even. There we go. Of course, they're not in a relationship. I don't know. Did you say Demon Kulava wasn't that bad? I did say that. I mean, it's bad. It's bad. The Demon Kulava is bad, but I was expecting something way worse from the way people were talking about it. They were like, Sal, don't look at it. Don't look at it. It's not safe for life. Sanguinius meeting his Legion or Guilliman's joke? Guilliman's joke first. Let me just quickly look it up and see how long the video is. Guilliman's joke. Oh, I misspelled his name horrifically. It's 3 minutes. Oh, that's not that. No. Okay. We can watch that next after we yap a little bit. There's also an old animation that came from an old fanatic of the humans. Assassins called Vandy Care Assassins fall in love to a Farseer. The video is called Can Love Bloom on the Battlefield? Oh, that sounds cute. If you've watched Hellraiser, the Demon Kulava isn't a bad IMO. Okay, I have a confession. I am someone that literally has missed most of all the common pop culture and all the common, you know, classic movies and all that stuff. I've never watched that. Or series. I somehow dodged all of that. And you same. Hey, high five. So when people make like pop culture reference, I'm just sitting there like, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, how could you? I know. How dare I? He also made a video about Magnus versus Mortarion where they debate, should Psykers be used on the Imperium? I wonder what came out of that debate. I lived under a rock until I was 17. I think like what happened with me is that I grew up with like I think I only got like access to the internet like pretty late. Because we didn't have internet at home. And we had TV at home. But I literally only had like some boring ass Dutch TV channels and one Italian one for some reason. And I watched, they had like anime airing on the freaking Italian channel. So I watched like One Piece in Italian and Inuyasha. And I didn't understand what was happening, but I was like, yeah, this is cool. Yep. How late? I think maybe when I was like 12, I had like proper regular access to the internet. Do the Madagascar penguin straddle smile and wave? That's me, literally me. Pancreas also has a good video about the different planets, types, and Imperium. Ooh, there's a lot of things that I want to learn about. I also wanna learn more about Warhammer Fantasy stuff. The Skaven specifically, because they sound kind of interesting. The rats. We are the rats. That's not late. That's not late that early. No, okay, well, nowadays that's really late, you know? And I feel like by then, I missed like a lot of, I don't know, thingamajiggies, and I was just only interested in anime by then, okay? I got weebified really early on. I blame Italian One Piece and Pokemon and all the other things. I didn't even understand. But they got me. They got me. Maybe add some Halo lore videos to that list, maybe? You think I would enjoy that, even if I have not played any Halo games? I have a friend, or actually I have multiple friends that are really into Halo. Halo is like a story, right? Is that something fun to play still? I'm Italian. Hello, Italian. My name is Dad. Sorry. I'm so sorry. At least it wasn't DBZ in French, since we got the French dub of it because it was aired on RTL 7, a Dutch station. They had a French dub? I've heard the Skaven and the Imperium have a lot in common. Fantasy isn't really my jam though. They have things in common? Oh. Oh, I wonder what exactly. Halo games are great solo or with friends. I think it could be up your alley, like Dragon Maiden of the World. Okay, another thing. I'm really bad at shooting or aiming or pew-pew-pewing at games. I'm not good at FPS or anything like that. I'm really bad at aiming, man. I'm really slow at it too. I'm like, pew, you know, pew. I play Warframe, and I literally am like a 90% melee person. And the gun, only if I need to. Play Deadlock. Is that gonna be okay with me being able to aim? Pancreas has a video with all the Warhammer Fantasy faction. Yeah, I saw. That's on my list of things to watch. But there's like so many things I wanna learn. That's what the glasses are for. That's not what the glasses are for. That's not gonna help me with like aiming fast. I'll still be like creaky sounds as I move my muscles. On the first Halo, the easy difficulty says the game basically plays itself. Okay, I don't want it to play itself, okay? I don't want that. Are you a controller player or a mouse and keyboard? Controller player. Most of the time. Just aim where they're gonna be. That would require me thinking. And thinking is kinda hard. You could always just play on lower difficulties, nothing wrong with it. The horror. The horror. What are you saying? What are you saying? No, just kidding. Warhammer Fantasy has Sigmar, which is a better god emperor than the emperor. Wait, Sigmar is a dude? Age of Sigmar. And all this time Sigmar was a dude? Call France an even more likable Guilliman. Ooh. Thinking in this economy, I know. Crazy. Sigmar is the dude? I didn't know it was a dude. I didn't know. I thought it was just a name of like, I don't know. A period of time, a time period. Warhammer Fantasy has the actual Warhammer, like the hammer. Is the Warhammer like an almighty weapon or whatever? He's the man himself? Oh my god. John Warhammer Fantasy with the Warhammer? Maybe? Or does he not have the Warhammer? Just have fun, no need to think? Okay, thank you. I will not think then. Wielder of Galmaras, the Warhammer. That is the Warhammer! Ooh. So there's like no Warhammer in 40k at all then? Sigmar is a dude that's so Chad that he turns into a god. Oh. Crazy. What other Primarchs you want to learn of after Guilliman? Good question. What else do I want to learn? I kind of want to learn about the Khan. Almagon? Alvarius? Because I still think they're funny. What else? Whomst else? need to pull up a list real quick just to stare at the names and be like, which one did I want to learn about again? I also see people like, you know, mention Lionel Johnson a lot. So I'm kind of wondering who the hell that is exactly. Oh, and Perturabo I see a lot too, and Conrad Kurz. So, okay, I would say top 3 of Primarchs that I want to learn about after this. He's the Khan dude, Jagatai Khan. Then Alvarez Omegon. And then... Lionel? Sir Lion? Something like that. Love Angron. Angron is cool, but I feel like I've gotten like more lore tidbits about Angron than the others so far. So I'm like, I know more about him than I do about like Perturabo or whatever. Who the hell is Perturabo even? The line has 2 versions. 40k line is a badass asshole. Lionel? Oh. We're down. There are Warhammers in the form of Power Hammer, but it's not the same, is it? Hydra Dominatus? Is that the name of his legion or whatever? Wait, no, that's not the name of his legion, right? What is Hydra Dominatus? Lionel Johnson has the Dark Angels. Jagatai Khan was White Scars. Oh yeah, the Mongolian Space Marines. And then we have the Alpha Legion. Lionel is the Primarch of the Dark Angels and probably the best fighter of other Primarchs. Ooh, and Mortarion? Oh, Mortarion. That's the Nurgle Online Space Marines, right? Yeah, we should learn about Mortarion too. I gotta learn more for my grandpapa. It's a Night Lord's battle cry. Oh! Lionel Johnson is fun to learn about his upbringings. I don't know anything about the upbringings of anyone, really. I mean, that's not true. We just learned about Guilliman. But still. 40k has Warhammers, but not the Warhammer. Yeah. There's a lot of things that I want to watch still. Okay, so I have like a couple of things that I want to watch. 1, the Astartes videos, the animations. 2, Warhammer Fantasy. 3, more about Primarchs. And 4, Eldar. I'm not sure in what order I'm gonna watch them, but that's what I want to learn more about. The Night Lord's battle cry is Ave Dominus Nox. Ooh, that's badass. Lionel Johnson is a savage pretending to be a noble, and Le Mans Russ is a noble pretending to be savage. What else Le Mans Russ? Also, Alvarius in his book sent his twin brother to play as himself due to Alvarius already seeing them in the stage of creation, since he was the first to be found. Stage of creation? What does that mean? Pancreas says great videos on Warhammer. Yeah, I saw. There's a funny story about a Redditor from Alpha Legion or r/Alpha Legion who pretended to be an Iron Warriors and an Imperial Fist member and started a war between the fan bases. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Is there a video on that? That sounds funny. I'm trying to write a Alvarez joke, but I'm running out of letters. As in, your message is going to be too long. Who learned eventually is an Alpha Legion Reddit member. The Astartes videos are peak Warhammer. I know a lot of people like them, so. Lionel Johnson, almost like Guilliman, ended up in a 10k a year coma. What the hell? Again? He was in states and got old. No, the horror. He got old. Alvarez wasn't supposed to become twins. Oh, really? Oh, so it was a little accident. A little tee haha oopsie. That he was around when his brothers were being created, but as stated, this book is full of lies. Oh, so he lied about that. It gets too long. Ah, darn. Alvarez lost words in his book, talking about himself. My name is Alvarez. This is a lie. Isn't that the start of his book too? Or did I misremember? The Mount Rust is the Primarch of the Space Wolves Legion 6. Oh, that was his name. Oh. I feel like I don't really see his name that often. Oh, I don't see like Ferrus Manus that often too. First and last, I like how consistent they are with it. Alvarez, who was really Omegon, died to Dawn, and in honor of his brother Omegon, who was really Alvarez, took the name Alvarez, who was actually Omegon. But what if that's a lie too? I don't like 40k characters like the Primarchs. I prefer stories about the Imperial Guard, for example. Like Kane? Caiaphas Kane. When a character is too important and passes through the hands of many Alphas, it becomes too pretentious and annoying after a certain point. Which character are we talking about specifically for that? It is probably a lie. Welcome to the Alpha Legion. Or is it a lie? It has to be a lie. The twins assumed Omegon was created either by the Warp or his father never knew about him, or he did but just never told him since Alvarez always felt he was missing something. That being his twin, oh, his other half was missing. Oh, poor thing. But we still don't know if he's like, if they're like Chaos aligned or not, right? It's not clear? Or is it? Maybe they're good, maybe they're not good. My tea is very cold now. Unfortunate. Traitor, not chaos. Oh, okay. They did not get corrupted then. I mean, are they really that traitorous? What do they do? Just like spread chaos? Lie about everything? Do some funny little tee haha pranks? I think it was confirmed they're secretly loyalists in a recent book. Or are they? Or are they? The Alpha Legion actually helps the Imperium in many instances. So they're just confusing then. I see. I see. My music stopped one moment. Let's see. What is this? Oh, okay, sure. Okay, maybe that's a little bit too much. One moment. Here. The Alpha Legions are in conflict. Some sub-factions want to help the Imperium, others just want to be Chaos Worshippers. YouTube exclusive stream? YouTube exclusive? As in one of those... Wait, exclusive? For Warhammer stuff, I have primarily streamed on YouTube so far for the React stuff, if that's what you mean. Right now I'm not on Twitch. There's a mechanic in Alpha Legion's armies where two Marines can become linked and get great buffs, simulating them being twins. Oh, that's cute. That is cute. The answer to whatever they are, loyalist or traitor, is yes. Last time Corvus Corax was seen was him hunting down Logar in a warp, chasing him as a warp-like demonic crow. Ooh. They post rage bait comments on Reddit. They're trolls. I am Alfarius. You are Alfarius. We are Alfarius. What's sad about Conrad is he wanted Sang to live, but Sang threw him in a spot because he wanted Conrad to learn his choices had weight. He's like, I will die, and it's your fault. Ah. Is the Darkling from Shadow and Bone, assuming you have read it? I have not. I have not. They blockaded the White Scars before they learned of Horus and the traitors. They corrupted the Raven Guard reinforcement that Corvus made and stole the pure gene seed they used. Ugh. Dude, I still hate that word. Gene seed. Ugh. Okay, let me pause check a little bit. I got the Guilliman joke video up here. And the other one was the Sangi, right? Let's see. Sanguinius. Which one was it though? Oh, Sanguinius meets his Legion. That one? Oh, that's 22 minutes. That's a much longer video. Let me see. What time is it? Almost 12. That's okay still. What books have you started on sale? I only bought the Divine and frick, what was it called? The Transcend book. But I haven't actually read it yet. Or audio book. I'm gonna listen to it. Is 22 minutes of peak? It's worth it? Okay. You sure you got the energy? I do have the energy. You know, I actually took a nap earlier, so... The Infinite and the Divine. There we go. There we go. I might be forever tired, but I sure can stay up for a little bit for streams and all. Necromunda. Necromunda? It's a setting in 40k that takes place on one planet and involves gangs fighting each other over money and territory. Oh, Pancreas has a video on it. That's very different from the rest. No pressure if you are tired. You can chill. I know. We'll see how we feel. How much do you know about the 19 gene seed augmentations of the Space Marines? I know they have like extra organs crammed into them. If that's what you mean. Right? And they're big. And God's sleepiest soldier, that's me. Currently painting an apothecary Space Marine medic. I want to see that. Wait, googling space. Warhammer apothecary. What do they look like? Oh. I was imagining something else. Kind of cool. Wait, let me pull up a picture. I think they are holding something like a potion or whatever. Let me see. Ah, too big. Ta-da! This is the one you're painting, right? I like this mini. They put like plants on it. Are those real plants? No, those has to be fake, right? I like the little thing he's holding there. That bottle. Cool. Exactly. Oh, they got like a drill bit too? Is that so they can do like surgery on the freaking battlefield? Do they do like live surgery? Exactly. The red bit on his hand is a gene seed? He's holding the gene seed? Oh, wait. So is he making Space Marines? Is that what he's for? You can see it, he got it from the Space Marine. Oh, wait! Oh, he ripped it out. Is that like a dead... Wait. Did he kill it? Or is he just like, you know, looting from the corpses? To like recycle the gene seed. Is that it? He's recovering it? The user drilled to extract the gene seed of a dead Space Marine to reuse it. Damn, they're very What is the English word? Eco-friendly. Sort of. Sustainable. They did that surgery without painkillers? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, he's dead, right? Wait, he's extracting that from dying Space Marines while they're still alive? Like that? Although being a apothecary is hardcore, everyone wants to kill you. They want... I mean, I guess like the enemy wants the gene seeds too. You can only get more gene seeds when they lose someone. So there's like a finite number of gene seed? Is that what you mean? Like they can't just make more? Apothecaries have to recover it so they can make new Space Marines because gene seed takes a long time to grow. Oh. Oh. He euthanized them first unless they're corrupted by chaos. Okay, I see. They can corrupt it. Then they can make chaos Space Marines. They have to recover gene seeds so their chapter numbers can recover. I mean, he has a gun in his hand, so he can defend himself, right? Basically, they have the hardest job in the Legion, but it's a very important one. A very crucial, essential job. Some of the Primarchs you've learned. What is one trait of them that you enjoy in their character? Well, for Guilliman, that he's pretty good lad. You know, a lawful good feller. Which seems pretty rare. Sangi, actually, I don't know much about Sangi, except that he is very pretty. And he held a very sad speech. A very good but sad speech. And then rallied people and then like died. Wait, I'm using... Why is the Twitch chat showing up there? There we go. Yeet. Sorry. Guilliman is returned the Legion's boy? Boy? It's like being a medic in a multiplayer game. Everyone targets you. But not your friend. Not like your own gang, right? Just the baddies. Surely people will protect them. Is he? Is he not? There's an animation of Sanguinis versus Angron. Yeah, I watched that. If I think that's the one you're talking about. Oh, and Angron? I feel bad for Angron. I know that he was supposed to be like... He's an empath, right? That's what I remember. And people said he was supposed to be like a bit of a hater kind of person. Apothecaries say that their brothers will live on the genetic level as long as they recover the gene seed. So as long as the seed is recovered, their sacrifice is never in vain, and they will live forever, eternally, sort of, kind of. I feel like that's... Oh, and Alvarius Omegon are trolls. That's about it, I think. That's about the extent of my knowledge. I think... Oh, and Fulgrim is a pride demon, no? Or was that not Fulgrim? The Fallen will always be remembered as the Emperor's finest. Sweats and Dark Angel. Was there? Okay, let me hide the apothecary, dude. Bye. Bye. You're absolutely right about the Alpha Legion being trolls. I am the Emperor. My concern is for the stars, not a rabble of petty slaves. And Angron did not like that. Apothecaries are also responsible for implanting new aspirants of the gene seed to transform them into new Marines. I would assume that process is also incredibly painful, no? Let me grab this. They made a world's reign snakes just to kidnap people. Wait, the Alpha Legion did? Very? Are they like... Do they get like painkillers or is it just like, just raw dog it? This is part of it. You need to suffer. Nope. Okay. Ooh, You get cut open top to bottom? Ooh. Ooh. Without painkillers? Literally split in half? How the hell do you survive that? They need to be very young. I heard about that, yeah. How do you survive that? That's crazy. Well, I mean, a lot of people died, right? Painkillers ain't working when your entire body is split in half vertically. I mean, maybe it still would a little bit. Are you conscious while this is happening then? They are, right? Yeah. By looking in, I'm gonna look in while I get split open in half. I remember a Tau commander discussing honor with Space Marine, and when the Marine said the Tau had no honor, Tau said that if it was the case, he would order his men to target apothecaries. Oh. 90% of the people die, the rest survive due to the new organs actually working. Okay, I see. And do they, with like transplanted organs, usually they try to, the body will always reject them, kinda, right? Do they not have that issue at all later on? Once they actually survive the initial implanting. Or is that not mentioned at all? Imagine being the doctor that helps on the delivery of a new baby and the one that will put down the old, almost dead Marines. They are the start and end of a Space Marine's life. They are the first person and the last person. So tragic. Kinda. If they don't start working well, boop, you recruit. They do. In Angron's own words, the Emperor made him a traitor and an oathbreaker. I remember that. And all that's left is a ghost. And Big E said, then a ghost will suffice for his crusade. Dang it, Big E! Damn it. It's said that the Rogal Doran's gene seed is the most painful to have inserted into you. Oh, so they differ in pain levels too? That's why it's so hard to actually recruit Space Marines. They then have to go through the Primarch Rubicon, where they have to have a few extra organs and they reweave their skin to become a Primaris. Ooh. As part of training, Imperial Fist uses pain gloves. It stimulates nerves to inflict the most agonizing pain throughout the body without causing physical harm. Oh! The device also keeps you conscious? Just get used to pain, bro. Oh. Ow. Alright. Guys, I don't think I would want to be a Space Marine. I don't think I want to be a Space Marine. Oh, one moment. Let me move this over. There we go. Moving this over. The gene seed also mutates? Is that a boundary? You're a Nurgling tamer, but you can be a sister of battle too. No. I think I'll pause. Don't know if GW will retcon that in the coming years. Okay. I mean, I'm just gonna, being chilly with my grandpapa. Oh wait, I need to turn my music off. Beep boop beep boop beep boop beep boop. One of the most stable mutated chapters are the black dragons. They grow horns and giant bone claws they coat in adamantium. Ooh, that sounds cool. Ooh. Ooh. But all of them died. Rip them. Crazy. Okay, well, we got another video here. Guilliman's joke. I have no idea what this video is about, except that I guess Guilliman's gonna tell a joke. He looks kind of cool in this artwork. Okay, let me see if the audio is okay. One moment. Audio, audio, audio. Nothing yet. Okay, that's a very long intro. I don't hear anything. Oh, it's because of... Frick, I did it again. I did it again.
Gritting his teeth against
Okay,
the
now we can
purring
hear
of
it.
the suit. He always reached with his right hand.
It's definitely a bit on the quieter side, no? I'm sorry. I always mute the tab. And then I forget to unmute it. Let me up this a little bit.
The integration points for the hand
Is
of
this
Dominion
loud
on his
enough?
left made picking anything up not.
Mm-mm-mm. Just a little bit more, I think. Yes, okay. Okay. Yeah, let me go to the start. Sounds fine to me. Okay. All right, video number 2 of the day. Armour of Fate, Guilliman tells a joke. Is this like a scene that actually happens in the books, or is it like a skit? Considering it says voiceover, I guess it actually happens in the books. I'm very curious. It's in the book Dark Imperium, a real scene. Oh, okay. Okay. I wonder what kind of joke he tells then.
Sheaves of blueprints were scattered across the desk in front of him. He spotted something of interest written on one and reached for it, gritting his teeth against the purring of the suit.
Purring?
He always reached with his right hand. The integration points for the hand of Dominion on his left made picking anything up nigh on impossible, even with the overgauntlet and its underslung bolter removed. Day-to-day tasks such as this were a struggle. His armored fingers pushed at slick plastic.
Did they have attendance for
Ceramite
that?
skidded across the papers, knocking them to the ground
Black
in
screen?
wafting.
Fuck! No! No! I did an oopsie again. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, back to the start we go, guys. Haha, oopsie. I'm sorry. Ta-da! Ta-da! Scoop and a VTuber. Hee hee haha. Is the
Sheaves of
voiceover true?
blueprints were scattered
Still.
across the desk in front of him. He spotted something of interest written on one and reached for it, gritting his teeth against the purring of the suit.
He can leave his suit?
He always
all?
reached with his right hand. The integration points for the hand of Dominion on his left made picking anything up nigh on impossible, even with the overgauntlet and its underslung bolter removed. Day-to-day tasks such as this were a struggle. His armored fingers
Initially,
pushed
no.
at slick
Okay.
plastic. Ceramite skidded across the papers, knocking them to the ground in wafting flutters. Oh, for the love of... He grumbled
What a
as he
klutz.
bent awkwardly
Okay,
to
not
pick
really.
them up. The armor of fate was bulky, as its waist joints prevented him from flexing his spine and reaching the floor. He had to kneel. He reached for the scattered flimsies.
The Armour of Fate is his own armor? His Space Marine suit? Or... Frick, there's a proper term for the suit, isn't there? He's stuck in his moment. Is he like glued to all that stuff because his body will fall apart or whatever? At the time of the scene, he would die if he removed his suit. Oh. Oh. This is a 4 meter being picking up being picking up an A4 list. Oh yeah, that's gonna be difficult. Power armor. There we go. Guilliman used to be a little less interesting before. No fear when Dan Abnett really gave the Ultramarines a glow up. It's his mobile life support suit in this story. Because he woke up after the poisoning, right?
Fingertips failed to grasp the sheets, sending them fleeing in small armadas over the polished floor.
No.
He growled in frustration, abandoned his task and stood, drawing a curious look from Sicarius. I have
Who?
the manual dexterity of a Legio Cybernetica battle automaton, Guilliman said. Created by the Lord of all mankind, master of the greatest armies in the Imperium, and I cannot pick up a plastic flimsy.
You can't do
He
everything,
glared at
Guilliman.
the offending articles. My greatest enemy.
Paper.
There was a thoughtful quiet. You are joking, my lord, said Sicarius.
He was not
Guilliman
joking.
looked at Sicarius. He had to turn all the way around to do so. The pauldrons, ornamental wings, and large halo mounted on his back made it impossible for him to see over his shoulder. At least he'd stopped knocking into things. There was that. By the throne, why am I expected to be serious at all times?
Oh, he was actually
Yes,
joking?
Captain Sicarius. I'm making light of my predicament.
Da, da, da.
During the worst of the Great Crusade, I was known to make the occasional jest, even after terror fell. I did not spend my entire previous life writing deep thoughts into little notebooks, but sometimes dared to enjoy myself. I suppose that was not recorded in the hagiographies.
I do have like that impression that all Primarchs are very, very serious all the time. But I guess that's not completely the case, huh? Everyone has their own personality, their own life and stuff. He's essentially doing paperwork with boxing gloves, like Diego said. And he does a lot of paperwork because he's the logistics dude. Damn. Cato Sicarius, his personal bodyguard. He fought Pilgrim, a demon prince. So the poison he was wounded with actually damaged his soul because magic. Oh, his soul got damaged. Okay. Aha. Even Horace, when he was loyal, was known to crack a few jokes. Aww. Everyone needs to laugh from time to time, but those big E make jokes, huh? Those big E make any jokes at all. Or is he too good for that? The armor protects his soul. Oh, okay. That's why he has a life support. Okay, that makes sense then. Sort of. I'm not quite sure how an armor protects soul, but I'm not gonna question it.
Humor is not something you're renowned for, my lord. My time in this new age has revealed that to me amply.
Oh, is that it? This the voice actor, or I guess the what's his name? The YouTuber that made this has a really nice voice for voiceovers. Can see why you guys like that. I might be wrong, but after the Emperor revived and possessed him, it may be a positive effect. It may have a positive effect on his body as he stopped feeling pain without his armor. Ah. Wait, it was like Horace was the one who would walk into the room and everyone listened to his every word and even made light of the situation they were in. Until he went full on evil. Emperor speaks to Guilliman. It's a small moment, but it helps the character a lot. At least I believe so. I mean, it's a cute little moment. Okay. Let me see. Oh. There we go. It was a DQVO. Yes, I remember now. Very nice voice. Let's Let's see if there's like another video that's maybe not too long. Guilliman spoke to his dad in his deathbed. To the big E. See. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-bum. How long is this video? 7 minutes. Oh, that's not too bad. You can do that. The Emperor, or Guilliman speaks to the Emperor. Godblight. We will watch that then. Ta-da! Which book is this from? Ultramarines are not the funniest of marines, but they will on occasion make a joke, and it's always when you least expect. Ugh, I see. Also keep in mind Mortarion didn't join Chaos because he wants to. He did to save his sons from the pain. Godblight? I don't know anything about Mortarion, I feel like. The scene is very interesting and layered. Okay. Okay, I'm curious. 22 chapters into Webtoon, I'm satisfied. I would love more recommendations. I will think about some. The book Godblight. Oh, that's the actual name. Oh, okay. All right. We'll watch another DQVO video. Godblight. Guilliman speaks to the Emperor. Oh my god! I almost ended the stream. No one noticed. Haha.
He was in the dust of a corpse king's court. He was before a resplendent emperor for all the ages.
Oh.
Father, he said. And when he said that word, it was the last time he had meant it. Father, I have returned. Guilliman forced himself to look up into the pillar of light, the screaming of souls, the empty-eyed skull, the impassive god, the old man,
the scatty boy,
yesterday's savior. What must I do? Help me, Father. Help me save them. In the present, in the past, he felt Mortarion's wordless presence at his side, and felt his fallen brother's horror.
No.
He looked at the Emperor of Mankind, and could not see. Too much, too bright, too powerful.
Do they just see like a literal pillar of light? Where the Emperor is sitting, I guess? So it's basically a flashback. Oh, okay. The G-Man is poisoned and his mind has retreated into the memory of the time he spoke to the Emperor. Oh, he was not actually there then. Is that what you're saying? This is him remembering when he met him in this state, when a faithful Emperor asked, does the Emperor love us? Oh, does the Emperor love us? Does the big E, the big dad of the Imperium love us? That's sad.
The unreality of the being before him stunned him to the core. 100 different impressions, all false, all true, raced through his mind. He could not remember what his father had looked like before.
Oh,
and
no.
Roboute Guilliman forgot nothing. And then, that thing, that terrible, awful thing upon the throne, saw him.
Big E?
My son.
It said.
13.
It said.
13?
Lord of Ultramar. Savior. Hope. Failure. Disappointment.
Liar?
Betrayer. Guilliman.
He heard.
Did he just diss Guilliman? Did Big E just diss Guilliman? 13th, the number of the Legion? It's also at the time Ultramar was at war with the Death Guard since they came to take the entire sector of the galaxy as a gift for Grandpapa. Oh, I see. Guilliman is the 13th Primarch. So Big E was dissing him, calling him a failure and all.
But all these at once. He did not hear them at all. The Emperor spoke, and did not speak.
Oh?
The very idea of words seemed ridiculous.
His mind is all over the place now. He's pretty demented, schizophrenic in this scene for context. Oh, okay. Oh, he's not doing so. Okay. Alright, I see. I see.
The concept of them a grievous harm against the equilibrium of time and being.
Roboute Guilliman.
Roboute.
The raging tempest spoke his name, and it was as the violence a dying sun rains upon its worlds.
Guilliman. Guilliman. Guilliman.
The name echoed down the wind of eternity, never ceasing, never reaching its intended point. The sensation of many minds reaching out to Guilliman, violating his senses as they tried to commune. But then one mind seemed to come from the many.
Ooh.
A raw, unbounded power.
A sane?
And gave wordless commands to go out and save what they built together.
A sane? A sane?
To destroy what they made. To save his brothers.
Oh, never mind.
Kill them.
Oh.
Contradictory impulses. All impossible to disobey. All the same. All different. Futures many and terrible raced through his mind. The results of all of these things. Should he do any? All? Or none of them? Father!
Oh.
He cried. Thoughts battered him.
A son, not a son. A thing, a name, not a name. A number, a tool, a product.
A grand plan in ruins. An ambition unrealized. Information, too much information, coursed through Guilliman. Stars and galaxies, entire universes, races older than time, things too terrifying to be real, eroded his being like a storm in full.
Sorry, so this is like Big E's psychic blip blip blip. All enveloping him, I guess? Memories, all that stuff. He just revealed to Guilliman they were nothing but tools to him. Did they not already know that? As I said, Big E has multiple personalities because he's kind of having, because he's not doing so good, right? Or did you mean that from the start? The Primarchs were not created at the same time. That's why the Dark Angels are the first Legion and Lion. Nell, the first-born son. It's like hearing many voices at once. But he also sounds like stuff. I think the therapy session went well. Same time next week. I don't think it went. It's one thing to know. It's another when someone says that to you. I guess that's true. That's freaking rough. Yeah. Poor Guilliman. Most of them saw him as a father. Most saw them what they really were to him. Big E's being ambivalent. That's why he says son, but also a tool. He's a complicated man. Great closure. Thank you, Dad. Thank you. This is how you get your kids to never talk to you again. I mean, I guess a portion did do that. It also depends on who Big E talks to. Big E in recent lore was commented to have called the Primarchs his sons. Aww. He's partly some god thing formed from the worship of the Imperium, who may or may not be tied to a corpse, so who knows what his real motives are. Oh. Oh. A bad dad moment. Yeah. Yeah.
Spade carves knife-edged gullies into badlands. Please, Father, he begged.
Dad.
Father, not a father. Thing.
the mines said.
Apotheosis, victory, defeat. Choose,
It said.
fate, future, past, renewal, despair, decay.
And then there seemed to be focusing, as of a great will exerting itself,
Oh?
not for the final time, but nearly for the final time.
Oh?
A sense of
Nearly.
strength failing. A sense of ending. Far away, he heard arcane machines whine and screech, close to collapse, and the clamor of screams of dying psychers that underpinned everything in that horrific room.
Sorry.
Rising higher.
Are the psychers just in the room being absorbed while this is happening? Are they just there in the room in the background just dying, screaming? Well, Guilliman is having a moment, sort of. Yep. Oh. Oh. Yes. Oh, couldn't they do that somewhere else? They're ruining it! The psychers are constantly fat. Okay, I thought they would do that somewhere in the back. Not like here in the throne room. The machines are really big and take up a lot of space, so not exactly there. Okay, but he can hear them scream. Dude's writing his diary mid-battle. The room is the size of a city. Oh, really? Oh, that's humongous. It's not in the throne room? Oh. Oh. It's somewhere else? They are below in the basement. Okay. So they're probably screaming all the way down the bottom. Okay, but still, dude, still, do that somewhere else. Jeez. We're having a very important father-son moment that will somehow define their relationship. Psychers will hear their screams because psychers will also scream psychically. Oh. Oh, frick. Okay. Darn. They're screaming in their minds. I see. Big E's having a snack during a conversation. He's eating while talking to his son? Damn, dude. This is a very serious conversation.
In pitch and intensity.
Guilliman.
The voices overlaid, overlapped, became almost one. And Guilliman had a fleeting memory of a sad face that had seen too much, and a burden it could barely countenance.
Guilliman, hear me. My last loyal son. My pride. My greatest triumph.
Oh.
Though those words burned him. Worse than the poisons of Mortarion.
What the hell?
Worse than the sting of failure. They were not a lie. Not entirely. It was worse than that.
Yeah,
They were conditional.
Oh, conditional.
My last tool. My last hope.
A final drawing in of power. A thought expelled like a dying breath.
Damn.
Guilliman.
Oh, that was crazy. Biggie only loves you if you're useful, guys. You better be a big tool or a good tool that doesn't fail. Ha 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 he he. Damn, that's messed up. Thought of the year. Woo! Oh god. Okay. My last tool. My last hope. My Warhammer 40,000. Oh. I think G-Man also said he remembers this differently nearly every time. Oh, well, it was a very intense moment. Haha. And the Tigers were screaming, so I can imagine it being a bit difficult to recall precisely. My last statement, stop! No! Oh, get Big E a Father of the Year mug? Nah. He doesn't deserve it. Mortarion even told Guilliman when they fought, I see, father give you his sword. Did he let it lend it to you, or did you take it from his dead knee? Oh, did he get it from Big E, personally? Big E was the dad who insisted not having a dog, only to be the most dog person in the family. That's his relationship with some Primarchs. Really? Because to me it seems like, he only likes you if you're usual. I don't know if that's the same as the dad liking the dogs after all. Let's see. Let me check the whoop. Did not mean to do that. Let me just check and see how long other videos are. I think Emperor Says Guilliman is a bit too long because it's like 4 parts. Is that it? It looks like it's multiple parts. If it's multiple parts, that might be too long for like today. He has a video where it shows Big E saving him from Tarion's poison. That could be good. Yeah, that's one. Or is that not? Is that not? Oh no, it's like all from the Godblight stuff. So part 1 is Guilliman challenges Mortarion. Then Guilliman versus Mortarion part 2. Then Mortarion fells Guilliman. And then the Emperor Saves Guilliman voiceover part 4 finale. Like that, right? Best dad of the millennium. Darn. Do Guilliman monologue after he returns? Wasn't that long? Guilliman speaks to the Call Inferior. Who the hell is the Call Inferior? Warhawk Jagatai Khan fights Mortarion. Dude, this Mortarion is fighting all of his brothers. It's all from the book. There's a great Astartes Anonymous short that goes over a mortal seeing the Emperor on the throne, called Seeing the Emperor After. It's like 2 minutes or so, really grim. Oh, I want to see that. That's a short one. You can do that. That would also be my very first Astartes Anonymous video. Seeing the Emperor After. The Call Inferior is not abominable intelligence. So it's not AI. Mortarion was betrayed by his second in command to Nurgle, but Mortarion didn't accept the deal and only did it to save his sons when they were in pain. He did it for them. He became stinky for them. Crazy. Oh, is this short? Oh, I think it is short, no?
There are a few moments in recent lore.
Oh, I think this is it. One moment. Is it this one? Is this the one you were talking about? It's transactional. Khal Inferior's AI of Belisarius Khal, the tech priest that made the Primaris Marines. Oh, answering machine. Damn, okay. I was joking. It is AI. Oh no, AI? We can't have that here. What the hell? He was a hypocrite, but he loved his sons. I feel like I still can't tell. If you guys are saying he loves his sons, then I believe you guys. But from what I have seen so far, it seems like very complicated. No, that's not it. You go to the shorts and search Seeing the Emperor After. Oh, it is a short then. It will be the first. Okay, click. Let's see. Astartes Anonymous search. Seeing the Emperor After. Enter. Oh, here.
I did not expect.
Oh, kind of loud, sorry. Was it too loud?
I did not expect.
Oh, that looks loud. Sorry. Let me lower it a little bit.
Expect to see you again.
Ta-da! Will look very red. Yes, we found it. He loves them, just not unconditionally. That's what you guys meant with the transactional. He both loved them and didn't love them. Damn, dude. I think he ended up loving them, but he's also torn because he wants to save humanity. And when you want to save something as big as humanity, you have no time for emotions, for sentimentality. If he didn't care, he'd probably just put Angron or Lorgar down. Oh, okay. Imagine you're an immortal and you're starting to get impatient because humanity might go extinct. Your sons got kidnapped and you try to give the more problematic ones space. He's trying, sort of, but not really, but kinda. It's like creating something, but you don't want to get attached to it, but he did get attached to it, sort of. Darn. Then he really is like a dog dad.
I did not expect to see you again. We all linger on.
Lowering it a little bit. Okay, I think I'm good with this volume. Yes and yes. Big E also has daddy issues. His dad was murdered by his uncle. Yes. He's perpetuating the daddy issues. I had daddy issues, so you're gonna get daddy issues too, okay? This cycle of bad parenting won't continue. Do any of the Primarchs have like kids? Animation named The Lost Church. It's from a great 40k book. Oh, an animation. The Emperor himself didn't have a great family experience considering he witnessed his own uncle murdering his father. Yep. I see. It's a cycle of abuse. We all have daddy issues. True. No kids? Oh, metaphorically, I think they're sterile. Oh. But, I mean, did anyone like clone themselves? Can Cell fix everyone in the 40k universe? I cannot, okay? I cannot fix anyone. Alright? Their Space Marines basically imprint on their Primarchs as that. Okay, then they have like thousands of sons. Kinda. But do they give their sons, their Space Marines, also daddy issues? And you get daddy issues, you get daddy issues, you too, chat, you also get daddy issues. Everyone gets daddy issues here. Their Space Marines are their sons with their DNA in the gene seed. 1,000 sons, you say? Haha, go on. Yes? Oh no. I'm sorry, guys, I'm sorry. Big E friend Malkador was something else entirely. He was good with most of the sons and not so good with others. Oh. Oh no. The Marines are often referred to as sons of Primarchs, like son of Guilliman. Then Big E stopped his uncle's heart with his psychic might. He might not have felt malice in doing so, but then again, they were cavemen at the time. They were cavemen? Oh, they were originally cavemen? Big E? And his family, I guess. Look at the Blood Angels. Okay, you're right. But I feel like that's a little bit more than just daddy issues, right? That say their genes are kind of having a meltdown moment issue, right? Big E is old? Damn. But isn't it also unclear if Big E was like from Terra originally? Or how he came to be? Big E was born somewhere in 80,000 BCE. Crazy. Oh my god, he is a caveman. Born in the Stone Age? Ancient Anatolia? What the hell? The 40k timeline technically starts in the Stone Age? Really? Oh. Oh. Are there books that are set in the Stone Age? Most myths say he was made by ritual shamans, sacrificing themselves to make him. He toppled the Tower of Babel. He did a lot of things. And I feel old at 42 years old. Yeah, you feel old at 42 years old. What about Big E, huh? He's like a bazillion years old. Okay. And he's immortal, right? But was he immortal from the start? Or is that because he got created by shamans, maybe? Perhaps? Perchance, if that's true. Big E feels old at 42k years old. I mean, he's like a rotting corpse on a throne right now. So he sure does look old. Big E is Big E. That doesn't explain much. From the start. Oh. Oh. It's also why he sometimes feels inhuman. He's just beyond any human in terms of time. He's the precursor, the predecessor. Information of Big E's childhood is given to his custodians through dreams in the Horus Heresy books. Oh, okay, so there's not like an actual book detailing that stuff. No one knows exactly? Okay, interesting. Interesting. Shaman rituals, their merged souls went through reincarnation in a tribe boy whom was also perpetual, which is genetically immortality. But that's a myth, right? Not like canon confirmed? It has been confirmed in the end in the death that one of the Emperor's many identities during all of human history was Alexander the Great. Oh, alright. Damn. Big E's just a walking mystery. Yeah, he sounds very confusing. There are fears that he's an old one. You mean like a space frog? Are we talking about a space frog here? He's one of the most popular theories. Yes, oh. He used to be just one of the many explanations. His origins used to be more of a plot device before. Okay, interesting. Imagine being the dad and seeing all your sons doing the same mistakes over and over again. That's big E relationship with humanity. Oh. That's why Malkador was the only friend he had. He was his king of ages. Oh. Perpetuals are pretty rare. Is Malkador a perpetual? Malkador, Erda, and Big E's old BFF were alive until the heresy. Oh. So they died it? They're dead? There's many theories of Big E's true origin, but the shaman ritual one is widely accepted. Okay. I think they're trying, really tying up all the plot threads about the Emperor in the Lost Heresy. You're telling me the Horus Heresy is still like going on, books-wise? They're still like making more books that are set during that period? Which is like 40k, right? Or whatever. Oh, okay. I mean, it is a big war. I guess that's true. I guess that is true. Sorry, I'm just gonna check the audio.
I did not expect to see.
Okay. Yeah, it's fine. Alright. It's done. There's an epilogue series called The Scouring. Oh. Uh-huh. Big war of many points of view. I see. Okay, before I keep on yapping, let's watch this little video. Seeing the Emperor After by Astartes Anonymous. Dun, 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 dun. Is this a custodian? I mean, Custodes? One of the golden boys? It looks like it. Oh, he looks very old. Olanius person? Olanius? Okay. I guess we'll see.
I did not expect to see you again. We all linger on, unlike this place. He planned
Yeah.
these places, and now they rearrange them. The necessity is there, but the genius is not. You cannot prevent them. You underestimate the damage done. Some of what I have seen.
Aemon broke off.
Why have you come? The Emperor sits on the throne again. My master took the same place. For a little while. He should rest in his own place now. I think he deserves that honor, don't you?
Aemon pondered that. The Custodies cared little for the rituals of life and death.
I will help you.
More
Oh?
grand spaces reared up ahead of them. More stairways, bridges, and yawning chasms. He became numb to it after a while. The sheer, inhuman scale of it all.
He spoke to us before the end.
Sorry, who's this dude? Who's this feller? The man with the rope you saw was Malkador. Oh, okay. Oh, the one with the white hair just now. Malkador sat on the throne while Big E fought Horus. Erda was killed by a chaos sorcerer, and all person was killed by Horus, I think. Oh, poor thing. A follower of Malkador. So this is the human. Okay.
Certain information was given,
Immortals.
certain threads for us to follow. I can't remember it anymore. I feel as if I'm flailing. Not that you would understand. I might do. Is that why you wish to see your master again? It's part of it, but it's mostly just the right thing. And if we lose that, what was it all for?
Aemon did not reply. They were coming to the final level. It was hard to breathe, hard to concentrate.
Your discomfort is not physical. You are in his presence now.
In his presence, there was no throne, no throne room.
I don't. This is as far as you can go. Others may get closer, but even for them it is not easy.
Hassan stared ahead. Aemon was right. It was impossible to go further, and within all that mess, all that labyrinth, he saw strange lights glowing, and heard strange noises resonating, and felt something horrible at its heart. Something wrong. Something
Where are the psychers screaming? This man wants to recover Malkador's remains to put him to rest. Oh, he's dead now at this point. Okay. Oh, that one, the one with the staff you saw. Oh. I'm sure they will show him in a bit.
diseased or damaged or deranged. He saw a single translucent claw on a single throne armrest, gripped
God.
tight, grey, withered. A cadaverous face rippling like a
Oh.
reflection, locked in a howl.
That's
a frozen
horrifying.
scream in agony, and Hassan fell, watching his own vomit splatter the ground. To throw up would have felt like a desecration before. Now it almost felt like the most wholesome thing in that entire place.
Oh.
That face! The face!
Disgusting.
Had to see it. Willie, my Captain General is in there, laboring night and day. We feel the absence. It cools our blood and dulls our minds.
Aemon sounded miserable.
The price was high. I think I merely wanted to see where it happened.
Hassan said weakly.
But it's all gone.
Oh. Damn, what the hell? Ugh. Poor thing. He sacrificed himself so Big E could fight Horus? Oh, Malkador! Oh. Oh, okay, so even for the Primarchs, it's hard to be in the presence of their dad. Damn. The black and white art it showed was implied by one of the creators of Warhammer to be canon, while the gold version is propaganda. This one? This one. This is what he actually looks like. Allegedly. The 4 space satans. Oh my god. Yes, he is horrifying. Look at those tubes here. And his stomach is open. And all the tubes. This is like horror. Literal body horror. Wait, and then the golden one was the propaganda? Which one is the golden one? Is this the golden one you mean? No, this one. No. He doesn't look tubed up at all here, or sitting on the throne. Or... Okay, no, not that one. The one with the skull? This one. Oh,
Armrest gripped tight.
this one. But gold. Oh, but he doesn't have a face at all in the white one. I mean, not really. This, yeah? Oh. It's usually gold, but here it's red. For some reason. I mean, to make it look scary, of course. So this is what the propaganda is telling people what Big E looks like. That's crazy. I mean, he does seem like intimidating here. Like, you know, the way he sits, he's like man spreading and all. He's like aura farming or whatever. And then compared to this, if I saw this and if I knew my emperor looked like this, I would be very concerned, even more so than whatever was going on with the gold one. He's basically Cthulhu right now. Yeah. And his mind is also not kind of holding up well, from what you guys have said. His hands are in the tubes. Do you see that? Here, look. Damn. I mean, after seeing that one, would you risk making the Imperium look at that? No. No. Considering they're all like throwing up and freaking out. It's pretty tame considering the Imperium is obsessed with skulls and carrying around the bones of saints and heroes. I mean, would you do that with your Big Edo, with your Emperor? Keep in mind, the Golden Throne is keeping him in constant agony. And as you guys said, he's kind of like having a perpetual schizo moment, no? There is a theory that the throne is actually keeping him dead so he doesn't become a god or something. Is that a bad thing? If he becomes a god? I mean, he doesn't want to become a god, but still. The Emperor is in his own personal pain glove. Everyone is suffering. Even the Biggie. Yes? Oh. You can search for the whole art? Oh, we can have a lookie. I'm curious. Big... Okay, I was about to type Big E. Warhammer. Emperor. Throne? Golden Throne? Golden Throne. Oh, this one. Oh, they're all kind of low res. Wait. Here. Yoink. And then let me pull it up real quick. Ta-da! So this is the propaganda version. Yep. I mean, you guys said they carry around the skulls and bones and all, so that kind of makes sense then. Because they have like skulls displayed here. And he looks kind of, you know, do you want to fight against this thing? Latest book makes it known that the corpse on the Golden Throne is actually fake? Huh? Huh? And the Emperor is hidden in a super secret side room with only one custodes having access to it? You're dropping lore bombs over here. What the hell? The Golden Throne keeps the Astronomicon powered, and the Emperor is keeping a warp rift shut. I wouldn't risk a new god freed from the throne possibly fixing things. Oh, yeah, okay, I see what you mean. Yeah. It's in the latest book of the Horse Heresy. Oh. It's kind of like how English heart? Catholicism. There we go. Is into the reliquaries of saints. Yeah, no, you're right. Instead of like this. Can you even imagine the muscle cramps he must have experienced sitting on that for a long time? The fact that his used to be ass must feel like a cactus is getting it. No! Wait. Can he feel like physical pain, or is it like some kind of mental pain that's going on most of the time? No, it's probably physical, no? Because his body is dead, but kind of alive, but kind of dead. It's rotting. It's decayed. Imagine not taking a dump in 10,000 years. Didn't all the space marines not have to poop? I would assume Big E is like that too, in the Primarchs. Both? He's both. He can't feel his butt cheeks by now for sure. Slowly rotting. He's very slowly rotting. But if that body is not real, then it's whatever, I guess. They do, but it gets recycled. Huh? The poop gets recycled? Into what? Protein paste? They're eating poop? Is that what you guys are saying? Ew! Tubes? Ew! Love me some corpse starch. That's what their backpacks are for? Their suit has a waste system, but that gets recycled into food? Wait, is that how it works? Are you guys sure that's how it works? Because isn't there like still some byproduct that you kind of need to like throw out? Or can they all like eat all of that somehow? Or is their body like modified in such a way that they can consume that? Or something like that? He's also made of human? What? I don't know if they go into details. What? I need to know though. Piss and poo are recycled into food and water. Okay. Okay. All right. Yeah, okay. They recycle corpses into rations. It will make sense. Hey, I played Rimworld, so that makes sense to me too. Do not waste the corpses of the raiders, okay? We are recycling that, okay? They are giving us free meat. Oh. Keep in mind, it's for emergencies only. Okay. He gets processed into an edible state. Oh, okay. Do they still call like, this is what poop used to be? This is poop ration. I don't know. They probably have to make it sound better than that. Soylent green. Soylent brown. You willing to eat some of the Amber King's videos? His videos on the Primarchs are long but awesome. How long are we talking about? The amount of stuff that Marines can eat. Eating poop is the most tame thing? What is worse then? What is worse? Watch, not eat? I mean, I thought that was kind of funny. I thought you did it on purpose. They last months without food enemy, so it's just in the most dire of all dire moments where they eat poop. Processed poop. Brains? I mean, normal humans eat brains too. I don't think they should because, what's that one very scary thing? Not like a bacteria, but like a, it's the one thing that like fucks up the protein shit. Someone knows the term. I'm sure Wit will be like, I know what that's called. Prions. There we go. Prions. Thank you, Dillo. Thank you. Prions. Very spoopy. Very spoopy. Humans do that too. They shouldn't, but you know. They eat brains to gain their victims' memories. Oh. And they don't have that issue at all, I see. Is a prion their scariest out? Dude, I hate reading about them. The average video length is like 2 hours. Oh god, that's a very long video. That would have to be split into 2, I think. The memory eating thing isn't all that reliable. As in, it's not entirely sure. Or it's not like reliable enough to consistently get memories. Okay, let me hide this real quick. That was a very interesting video though. Sorry that I completely went off topic. Very interesting. Basically, all of us would cry and vomit and shit ourselves if we're in the presence of the Big E. Can you watch a short about the time Guilliman helped the Dreadnought? Is that also from Astartes? Gotta toss out the OR if a Prion is in there. Yeah. You gotta toss out everything. Mm-hmm. Let me do this real quick. While we go here, so I can search for stuff while we yap. Not quite sure if we should watch more though, because it's kinda late. It is not specifically a Roman Catholic. It is more an Orthodox church, since they worship the body and bones of the saints, and the state religion of the Imperium is Orthodox Church. Oh, okay. Aha, I see. There we go. They eat recycled wastes. Yum. It's from Astartes, and it's called A Sad Dreadnought is Soothed by His Father. Oh. Oh. Oh, that sounds really sad. Because you could also react to Perturabo beating the shit out of Fulgrim. Is that... From whom is that video? There we go. Watch about Sangi meeting his legion to wash away the bad dad energy from tomorrow. Oh, like he needed some soul healing love from his sons. Humanity resorted to cannibalism. That's true. Some of them did. A Dreadnought tells what it's like to be one. I mean, I'll put it on the list of things that we can watch next time. Because I think it's probably a bit too late today for that. Sorry, let me get my list of things. Warhammer 40k, Warhammer 40k. Wait, it's already on my list. Alright, never mind. It was already here. Oh, also the Imperium's 10 worst jobs video. I think that one sounded kind of entertaining. Kind of gives me like Dirty Jobs vibes. But I don't know if it's actually like that. Can you give me one more webtoon before you go? I can try. Let me think real quick. See, you might pick me up. Then what is something similar? Do you read frick, what's the name of that one? Have you read Eternally Regressing Night? If you like Pick Me Up, you'll probably like this one too. The Khan killed orcs so fast they were not having fun in battle with him. Oh no! The orcs not having fun while fighting? That's crazy. Thanks, no problem. I like that one. Definitely very different though. Eating human brains is bad for us. Yeah, it sure is. Everything by Lutin? Is that how you pronounce his name? Lutin? He's great. I see his name pop up every now and then. Yoshi's Island? This sounds like Pikmin. This sounds like Pikmin instead of like Yoshi's Island. Or is it Yoshi? Wait, it is Yoshi, isn't it? I'm not sure. Lutin. Okay. You typing it down like that does not help me. I still don't know how to pronounce it. It's Yoshi's, I think. Dude, it sounds like Pikmin. Like Pikmin talking or Pikmin noises. Lutin. There you go. Thank you. It is Yoshi. Good game. Very fun game. You brain blasted me since I knew another feature, but I would play this all the time. I mean, I've played it in the past. It was a really fun game. It was a really fun game. Sorry for the brain blast, though. Alright. I feel like we haven't watched that many things today, have we? Let me think. We watched... What did we watch? We watched, Guilliman. Greatest Primarch. We watched some shorts. We watched some voiceovers. There we go. That's what we watched today. Okay. think I should probably wrap it up because it's kind of late. I'm a little hungry. I think it's time for a snack. There was a short from Anonymous that a Space Marine squad of them ate a Xenobrain. They felt uppity, and one of them just told him to chill the fuck out. Oh god. What games do you play? Mario or otherwise? I mean, I used to play a lot of Nintendo games, but I'm not gonna lie, I haven't played Nintendo games in a very long time. Nowadays though, what do I play? I play a little bit of Monster Hunter, Warframe, Random Ass games. I started Arknight's Enfield recently. Made a really bad factory. A really, really bad one. Other gacha games, I guess. All that stuff. Have you been using your Switch too? I did for New Year's. Because I took it to my grandma and the cousins there for Mario Kart and all that stuff. And my sister got like Kirby Air Ride to play on my Switch. Have a good one. Thank you, thank you. Now I will prepare some videos to watch for next time. Not quite sure what we're gonna watch next time, but I'll think it's over. I will probably stream next week because I'm a little bit busy this week. So you'll probably see me back on Tuesday next week. Otherwise, I'll be on Twitch on like Wednesday, Thursday, something like that. May I recommend Westhammer? He's a great channel. I will have a lookie. I'll put him on the list to check out. There we go. All right. Okay. I will have to say good night for now then, guys. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you all. It was really fun and entertaining. And yes, there's a Twitch channel that you can check out. There's also a Discord server where we have a Warhammer 40k channel. People post their figurines and all that shit in there if you want to show them. Otherwise, you can yap with us. Anyway, thank you all for being here. Like I said, I'll see you guys next time. Good night, goodbye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Say bye back, please. As always, and thank you. I appreciate it a lot, guys. Bye-bye, 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 good night, bye-bye. 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 Bye back right now. Bye-bye, 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 bye-bye. Bye. Bye-bye.